3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to episode 300 of Ruse Radio. 300. This is Sparta. Here we are, live, alive, and here we have arrived on Ruse Radio, episode 300. Here with a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Jose Alfredo.
Oh my gosh.
Like the sauce.
Oh my God. I feel like I had to spice it up there. I was like, how can I go 100%? You know, and I actually haven't listened to a bunch of like radio things.
That was very
I feel like I could
radio-like.
do better.
That was very
I feel
radio-like,
like if I studied
though.
for an hour, I could do a lot
I'm
better.
sure you would do. Well, you did pretty good.
Because I think I could have threw more sound effects in.
You needed that. Yeah, I was like, you needed the horn.
That's a good one.
There was a horn.
What else is a good one? Having something
the
like
weird,
that.
like squirrel chuckle.
Oh, how do you do? Can you do it?
I can't do it. Yeah, they always add that though, and I don't understand why.
like a laugh, like an actual laugh. Like, what do you mean? I don't know.
There's like a Alvin and the Chipmunks kind of sound. That's kind of what I feel like I've heard in the background.
Is it what I'm trying to do?
No,
is it like
not
okay?
at all. But you tried though.
I thought it was like a whistle note, like Ariana Grande.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to do.
she'd probably be able to do it.
Those always that's like the one thing that blows my mind. I can understand going high with the notes, but the whistle notes are crazy.
I'm not even gonna try. There's one thing I
can't
do is
even
sound
whistle.
effects.
I can't even whistle.
I can do a very simple whistle like
I can't even
like
do
that.
that.
I can do. That's like how I call my dog only. It's just by whistle.
That's always as good as
It's
I can
just
go.
that.
See, I never understood how you can pitch a whistle. It would help my music if I could whistle. You know, I would use that for sure.
I'm sure you would.
It's like a whole
Find
instrument.
a whole way.
I mean, throw effects on that. It's a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
And I can't whistle. I can't pay somebody for that. You know what I'm saying?
You're just my whistler. I just have him stand behind you.
Like,
Has
hey,
to come in at the right time.
bro, I know you're a rapper. I don't want you to write anything, though. I heard you whistle last time we hung out.
That'd be crazy if you did have someone just be like, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And then they get credits and everything.
Yep. It's just the one credit.
They're whistler.
Whistler.
You know, it would be cool to be a professional whistler. There's got to be one.
I'm sure there's like somewhere.
No,
like,
there's got to be one.
Is it kind of like yodeling? Like there's a professional yodeler.
the type
a
of thing I
professional
do?
whistler.
I got to look that up. That is something I
Okay.
look up. But problem is, you know, when this is 300, episode 3000, we're going to have an AI robot looking up everything for us.
Yes.
Right now I'm looking up professional whistler.
You probably
All right.
could have an AI robot right
Do it
now.
now. Yeah.
Just somehow.
There's something that listens to you. You could probably program an AI to be
your-
like the Jamie of your podcast.
Right.
Just pull things up automatically as you talk.
I'm
That's
sure.
kind of, actually, I've never thought about that.
That's probably something you
That
could
would be
do.
awesome.
Yeah.
The problem is like videos, because I wouldn't want it to be
Yeah.
pulling up videos all the time and just distracting us. Then it would
Yeah,
just
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, we would just get so
Just be like-
distracted.
and then you spend like 3 hours watching that one video.
You're like, dude, this is awesome. Let's watch a movie. Professional whistlers, also known as siffleurs, elevate casual whistling into a fine art form by mastering vibrato, breath control, and pitch.
Wow. I guess it is a lot to do with your breath and just like singing.
Wow.
But what was the name of the profession itself?
Siffleurs. So I'm going to type that in
Siffleur.
just to make sure that's not like AI messing with me. So
Siffleur.
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 It's a French noun that translates to whistler in English. It is primarily used to describe someone or something that whistles. So, and then
Siffleur.
oh,
Siffleur.
siffleur. Of course, right, of course.
Siffleur.
Yeah. Shame on me. Right?
Crazy. That's.
Do
I
not
didn't-
sound that out, by the way. Don't even try. Siffleur. You want to look at how it's spelled? Because I thought I did good. I said siffleur.
Yeah.
Siffleur.
Siffleur.
That makes sense.
That
I
makes
didn't
more
realize it was
sense
French
now.
at first, too.
Yeah, the way you pronounced it, I wouldn't have.
Because I guess it's like Spanish words. If you know they're Spanish, you pronounce them differently.
Absolutely.
Like all the vowels are just different. And you would know that. Like if you looked at it and pronounced it in the English way, you just sound dumb.
Like that one, if I pronounced it in Spanish, it would be closer to the French. It would be si flavor.
Oh, right.
So-
And those languages are closer together. You know what always confused me is the fact that English and Spanish still have like connections. Like there's still words that sound the same.
A lot.
Like blanco being white, right? Like that, even that. Like blanco is blank, which is white is blank. But they're not, like, if you look up the roots of the languages, they have completely different roots. So that's what always confused me. Because I used to assume that they just have the same roots, and that was...
No.
But that, I was wrong.
English is what, Germanic, and Spanish is Romantic.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And French would be romantic as well. Yeah. And it's just... always that just confuses me so much because it makes me think, why are they connected still then? Like, why are there still so many words that seem to carry over?
Also had some carryover or overlap, right?
Maybe they used to be different. Like maybe the language itself used to be different and they adapted. I have no idea because maybe I need to ask an actual linguist.
Yeah,
because I've seriously wondered about this because I remember I asked somebody who spoke Spanish that once and I was like, oh, do you think those languages are connected? And he was like, oh yeah, probably. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh no, I'm wrong. They're not connected at all.
That's actually why it's so difficult to learn English.
Yeah, and that's why. Exactly, and that's why the adapting yourself to the rules of the other language is so hard.
It's kind of like going back to like any like Asian language with characters. It's just completely different. There's no relationship between the two whatsoever.
That scares me. That's daunting to try to learn a language with characters that I don't even know.
It's the one reason I haven't traveled to Asia.
Well, I've heard that you can do it while speaking English. Like,
Yeah,
they
I know
make it
that too,
easy for you.
But I'm still very much like
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, like I feel intimidated.
The problem is you're learning two things at once.
Yeah,
because you're learning the symbols while you're learning the sounds.
The sounds,
and you have to figure all that out at once. Whereas any other language, it's all the same symbols that you already know.
Right, like like the regular alphabet. I'll just be like, all right, well, I think I can piece it together, even if I don't know what it says.
When I was younger too, and I still don't think I fully understand. Maybe it's simpler than I would imagine, but I don't know what a Chinese phone keyboard looks like, or even a Chinese keyboard. Like, is it this? What does it look like? Don't they have more symbols than we do? Like, we have 26.
They have way more characters for everything. But I mean, numbers they still use the same numbers, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
Right. So then that's how it would look like. Oh, you mean like a phone keyboard?
Yeah. How do they type?
My brain went entirely to like an actual keypad.
Oh,
I don't know why. My brain, I was like, what do you mean? Like,
I use different numbers.
Not even the numbers, but just like you know how we have like T9 spelling. It has like the 3 letters below each number.
Yeah.
So does it have that in like? Does that make sense? Because I see what you mean now, where you're going with the keyboard for the characters. Well, I think it's mostly, I don't know. I'm just going to sound very ignorant.
T9 numbers beneath the number. I'm still trying to understand what you meant.
I just dated myself with age group.
Oh, you meant like a calculator, right?
T9 was the way you would text on like the...
Oh, right. 1 through 9. That's what... Okay, that is what I thought you meant. Yeah. At first, that's what I thought you meant. So, yeah, because how you used to 1, 2, 3, that's ABC.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's all the letters.
Could they do that?
Yeah, but even then, right, they couldn't because it's more than 26. Either way, they couldn't.
Right.
That's why I don't get it. But I'm probably just ignorant.
That's what I'm saying.
I still don't know. Like, it's just kind of...
I won't know.
Because how many characters are in their language? See, this is why I need my AI robot looking up everything. But it looks like you're the AI robot this time.
Today, I'll be your AI robot. Like,
it was me 5 seconds. I'll let it be you now.
How many characters?
We'll pass off the robot arms.
One
cyborg at a time. All right. Let's see.
Okay, it says over 50 to 100,000 Chinese characters in existence across historical and modern text. But in general, it doesn't really tell. Over 7, it's 7,007.
So they must like do it one like part of a symbol at a time. That's the only way it would work.
It has to have like some sort of like way to create the character, right?
Yeah, it'd be cool if they just drew it all the time. But I know they don't do that because I've seen them type.
Yeah.
I know I sound so stupid.
I sound very stupid too. Like I don't know anything.
I'm gonna tell you, this is something I've worried. I'm worried. This is something I've wondered about for a very long time. I've worried. Can they text?
It's one of those things that I just didn't even think about until right now. Where you're like,
I've thought about this.
I don't think I ever even tried to change my keyboard to add it.
The reason, because you can,
Right.
You can. And I remember there's the simplified and the traditional version.
Yes.
On the keyboard, I do remember seeing that, but I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever changed it either. See,
So no idea. Yeah.
the
for me.
reason I've thought about it is because I've thought, like, if you were to learn Chinese, how would that like how does that language even work? Like, how do those languages work when they're structured so differently? That's what's always my brain has always tried to wrap around that. You know,
Mine doesn't even
languages.
start.
What's really cool about languages, I think, is that there are certain ideas in languages and the certain ways that languages work. Like, it's almost like they have different forms of expression and personalities. Like, languages invoke a different type of like romantic languages literally kind of sound romantic, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like, especially French and then Italian, and
Yes.
there's something that's like there's just a certain sound to the language that it's almost like how a name informs
it has
a
like
person.
a little tune to it
Yeah.
when you're talking. So it's a little bit, it's different. Like, it just, like, yeah, like you said, it invokes romance and stuff. I think that French doesn't to me, but Italian does. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that one does make it sound everything like far more romantic if you say it.
Yeah. And I think what's interesting too is, like, you know, the whole like difference in like, I can't remember. There's got to be more words surrounding death and all of these things in Spanish languages. Just considering the fact that there's like Day of the Dead and there's all this culture surrounding death, I have to imagine there's a lot more ideas that surround that, because I think in American culture that's not, or English even in general, that's not really something that you
like
see
you
at
don't
all.
even like see it.
It's not even really
I want
thought
to say
about.
that it probably does have more. I'm trying to think right now, like,
Because that's like, again, like the interesting thing about languages. There's these
Yeah.
like literally different ideas that are represented in different languages
absolutely.
that just aren't represented in this other one. I'm sure that in English there's also words.
yeah, it's kind of like
that-
when you get like these what was I gonna say? Like just there's, I want to say synonyms, but they're not synonyms. Like, to express one single thing.
Right.
So it, like, in Spanish, there's a few words that don't translate to English at all, because you don't know how to
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
even put it into a word.
That's
like,
exactly
it
what I
exists
mean.
in Spanish, but like in one of them is like in English, I feel like there's I like you and I love you, but in Spanish there's like a range
Right.
that are not fitting into I like you versus I love you.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole bunch of them, and that's like the lamest example.
But you would have
probably.
to simplify
But
it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then it simplifies too much. Then it's just kind of like it doesn't even mean the same thing.
Well, even how, right, there's like masculine and feminine, or like if someone's if you're describing someone who's like, I'm trying to think of how, like, I think it's how pronouns or proverbs work. Like, if you're talking like about, because there's he and she, but then there's like he or she if there's someone, it's the formal and informal. That's what I'm trying to talk about, because it's formal and informal.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have that in English, but not quite the
Not
same.
quite as
And what would be
developed.
considered formal and informal in Spanish is different than what would be considered formal and informal in another culture.
Oh yeah.
So that
absolutely.
idea doesn't even really come across the same way. Yeah.
There's someone has a joke about that recently. I was a comedian from Venezuela, and she was telling a joke about how she was trying to teach her dad how to speak English, and they lived in Colombia, where they talk of like a very formal anyone. So in Spanish they use the usted kind of format.
Exactly, yeah.
And then he was like trying to talk to someone in English in the United States, but she was just like, well, just say it this way. Like, let's say, I don't know, tell Joe, whatever. And it's like, I can't tell Joe, call Joe Joe. It has to be Mr. Joe or
Mr.
something.
Joe.
And then he was like, I'm not just going to be vulgar like that or whatnot. And I was like, that's so funny and true that, like, she had to teach her dad how to not be as formal when they were learning English together.
Wow. Mr. Joe's a good one. And it makes sense, too, because he's just trying to be nice.
Right.
He's really not, he's trying to not offend the guy.
Yeah. It's something very simple like that. And I was like, I didn't even think about that. I was like, you're right. Like, all those countries that use it exclusively in their everyday language.
Yeah.
That, like, I don't know, Mexico doesn't at all. Like, Argentina doesn't. We're not as formal. We're
And it makes you think differently, too, because he's thinking like, oh, I have to respect everybody, and
Yeah.
everybody's somebody to respect. Like, that's the other super interesting thing about it, is it really forms the way you think about the world in ways you don't even really realize.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, to an American, like, again, with the Day of the Dead thing, like, an American doesn't really understand what that even is. They just think it's kind of weird.
A lot of people do. I talk
Like,
about
what are they doing over there?
like death a little bit too casually, and
Yeah.
I realize this now that like it's been pointed out to me, especially by like my American friends. They're like, you can just drop bombs like that. And I was like, it's just death. It's fine. Like I feel like.
And you think it's like a culture difference?
It's definitely a cultural difference.
Oh.
Like, it also kind of has to do with the way I was brought up. Like, we're very cold-hearted people. But it just in general, I think Mexicans are just happy with accepting death in a way, and we don't really like.
But that's the whole point.
Yeah, like we're cool with it. We're not gonna
And I
necessarily.
think it's saying that not to be afraid of that and
Yeah.
to live, and that
Live
to
to
honor
your
the people who
fullest.
have died.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like honoring your family and people who have died is kind of the big part of it too. Like it incorporates family, I think, in this integral way.
And you have people like literally gathering for that, like it's the Thanksgiving kind of dinner
And
It's like-
celebrate it.
and celebrate it.
Yeah.
In parts of the country, they actually dig up your, like.
That's a
Family.
little wild, but I get it.
And the
I
whole
get
thing is their tradition is to dig up let's grandma and dust her bones, clean them, and then they honor them. They put them in your living room and your dining room, wherever it is that you're going to be hanging out with your family. And hey, there they are. And then they put them back the next day and then carry on.
Oh, I just take them out and put them back for like to celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're not weirded out by it or anything.
I don't think that's weird because the thing is, you have to think in the frame of mind of everything else we just talked about.
Yeah.
You have to put yourself in that frame of mind of like death is no big deal. We're actually honoring these people.
Yes.
Then it makes sense. But if an American were to do that
Oh, it'd be so weird.
for Thanksgiving,
Like, just like, sorry, we're gonna bring out grandma for Thanksgiving dinner.
I just imagine it as like the one crazy uncle did it by himself. And he
Right.
like, you know, it's just an announcement he's going to make.
Someone had to be the first one to try this out too.
Right.
So of course it's gonna be a crazy uncle that was like, you know what, I really miss grandpa. I'm gonna dig him out.
Yeah. It's Day of the Dead. It's Day of the Dead.
They recruited that one nephew that's like, hey, for 20 pesos, will you help me dig up grandpa? And the
20
kid's
pesos
just-
is 20 pesos.
Yes. And he's just like, yeah, where's my shovel? Let's go.
Yeah.
So someone had to start it.
And that's probably exactly how it happened. But you know what's funny is the culture just accepted it. Like,
Yeah.
he just took a chance.
Eventually, people were like, I mean, it's a little weird, but
Well, if anybody was going to accept it, it would be you guys. Because, like, there's no way, I think, any other culture, like, literally any of them, like, if you went to go dig up the bones, I
Then-
don't think anybody would let you do it. I heard Steve-O say that cemeteries are kind of pointless and we should do something else with bodies. And I actually do agree with that.
I
Like, we should
agree.
plant trees.
Yeah,
I think, like,
absolutely.
what you should do with the ashes of every single person
Is
is
just
plant,
plant a
a tree.
for
Isn't
everyone
that the
that's
perfect
gone,
thing
yes,
to do?
I agree 100%.
I don't understand how that's not, like, the obvious thing.
Right. I kind of try to suggest that
Because
to my
Steve-O
family
said that because you're
once.
wasting space.
Yeah.
His whole point's you're wasting space by having a cemetery.
Exactly.
It's literally just a pointless
It's
land
not really
that no
doing
one can
much.
ever use.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cursed. And also it's cursed by
Just
ghosts.
a little cursed. I mean,
Well, and
you
that's
can
the other
live
thing,
with
right?
a little bit.
Now that I think about it, that's the other big cultural difference. I imagine there's not as much of that floating around of like this idea of cursed and ghosts and
there
evil.
is.
It is? It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
same?
So much.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, if we believe they're going to come back to eat again, they're going to just come back to fuck with us too. Like, that's not,
So that's what ghosts are.
Yeah.
It's like the evil spirits of the, like your
absolutely.
family and the dead that
Except
coming
for
back.
kids' ghosts for us. If it's a ghost of a kid, it's definitely a demon.
Kid ghosts are demons.
Yes, you should never trust a kid ghost. So if you have a little kid ghost that appears to you out of nowhere, you just don't trust it. It's
I don't know if I
probably a
would.
demon.
I don't think I would ever trust a ghost. I've had a couple people in my life who've had like, I had a cousin who said, I remember like he was home alone by himself,
Mm-hmm.
and he claims like he was just totally lucid,
Mm-hmm.
and he looked up and he saw like something walking in his the hallway,
Like hallway.
and then it just floated up into the attic.
And like out of the house.
Yes,
or something.
presumably. And that was it. I'm pretty sure that was the story. And then I remember I had a girlfriend who would have sleep paralysis. So she would wake up and she would see like an arm crawl out of her dresser, and she would see like this creepy woman who would stand in her doorway, and it was like a recurring thing that would happen over and over. So it makes me wonder how much of like those things might be like sleep paralysis and hallucination, and how much of it is actually ghosts. Because I do think ghosts are probably real. I think ghosts could be real.
I think they could be.
I'm not writing it off. I think most ghost shows are fake. Yes. I think most ghost stuff you see on the internet is fake. But I think that there are true paranormal experiences.
Absolutely. I've had the sleep paralysis one, and this was like 2 years ago. And I woke up, I remember not being able to move, and hearing and seeing this woman just kind of whisper into my ear. And
see, that's scary.
And you know, like,
and you couldn't move, right?
I couldn't move.
Not even at all, not
even anything. I just remember my eyes like looking to the side, seeing the face, and then just whispering something. The annoying part was I couldn't figure out what she whispered, because the second that I heard the full sentence, whatever it was, I was able to move, and I woke up. Like, not woke up, but like move. And like, I literally did one of those like, the fuck just happened, and there was nothing there.
That's scary.
It is scary as heck. I hate it.
And imagine like having that happen every night. Some people are cursed with sleep paralysis, because I think that there are people who don't know what that is, and to me that's like literally being cursed. Like sleep paralysis, for those of you that don't know, it's that you hallucinate in the middle of the night and your body can't move. That's the big part, is your body that's the paralysis. Your body's stuck and you can't move, and all you can do is look around and react. And so you're dreaming. What's actually happening is your mind is still dreaming while your body is awake.
And you can see it all.
But your body still can't. Or maybe I have it backwards, right? Your body's sleeping while your mind is awake.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, you're just, your eyes are open, but you're still sleeping, basically.
Yeah, and you're conscious. Technically, you're conscious, because you can
Which leads
remember.
Me to, like, wouldn't that be able to be a good way to get to like lucid dreaming if you're conscious enough but still dreaming?
I had a lucid dream last night, but I couldn't remember it. It's very hard to have like lucid dreams, like to actually do them consciously and get to them on purpose.
Never been able to get them on purpose.
They say have a dream journal. Do it, like, they always say dream journal.
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
What it usually like supposedly triggers it after a while.
Have you done that?
No. I've only gotten there by mistake, and I remembered being able to be like, holy crap, I can control what I'm doing in my dream. And then they tell you, I remembered that people tell you, like, look at your hands and you'll get off of it. And then I did that, and I was like, well, that was stupid. Like,
I've never heard that
go
before.
Back to that.
Don't look at your hands.
Yeah, because I guess if you look at your hands, your brain doesn't actually like finish those for some reason in your dreams.
But I think what happened to you is you could have gotten through that, but you had that idea in your head. Because I don't think I think I could get through looking at my hands. Because the thing is, like, I've heard those things too, but I think of that as just like, that's how you know it's a dream. Like, it doesn't break the dream, because I already know it's a dream. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the whole point of a lucid dream, is I've realized I'm dreaming and I'm in complete control. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the best thing ever. It's like I've only had a couple times that I can really remember it happening, but I don't think that would ruin it for me, because it's like, now that I know I'm dreaming, I'm just gonna fly. Like, I know I had one dream where I could lucid dream, because it's like, whenever I stop smoking weed, that's when I really dream, like, vividly. Every time in my life, that's how it works. And so if I like quit weed for a week or two, I'll start having crazy dreams.
That's when the
dream journal starts happening. I could read some of my dreams too. I have plenty of dreams on my phone. I have crazy dreams. But I remember, I have this one written down somewhere. I feel like it's better off that I just find the actual transcript.
Absolutely.
But you can go ahead and give me a dream story. If you got a good dream story.
You're good at that. Like, I had one weird one recently. It actually involved the cat, which is kind of funny.
The cat.
Like, I got commissioned to paint the cat, and it was one of those paintings I was like, I really don't want to do, but I need to do it because it's for a friend. They wanted me to paint it, and I was just putting it off, like, legit, like 3 days. And then when I finally finished the cat painting, I stayed up till like about 2-3 in the morning. I finished it, and it was so vivid in my head that I had a whole dream about how this cat was basically just following me around. I was like, well, very obvious dream, but still, I was like, I was glad I was done with it.
And this is so confusing to me. I was looking at them wrong, I think. Oh, dude, it's so hard to look through my dream journals. Can you give me one more dream story?
No, yeah, one more dream.
Keep it going
story.
for me.
I have
Keep
a
it
lot
going
of
for me.
different ones.
I bet you do.
Because
I like that one, the cat motif. There's cats in your brain.
Yes.
You know, you got cats on the mind.
It's been really recent that I had cats in. Well, I mean, personally, I never used to like cats. I've gotten used to it now in life, but yeah, that there's another one that really like disturbed me, and it was just mostly about actual like kind of ghosts. Something in the corner of my room is always like standing there, like no matter what. And it's not
Okay.
even like a dream. It's just like me feeling this like something in the corner. And the one time that I did dream what it was, it just ended up being like the most mundane thing in the world. Like it was literally like an ironing board just in the corner of my bedroom. In the dream world.
In the dream world.
Yes.
But you thought it was going to be something else?
Yeah, because in my room, I always feel like this weird presence there in the corner. So I'm always like, whatever. It lives with me. It's there. Great. Just you do your thing. But in my dream, for some reason, it was legit just a stupid item, like an ironing board.
I found it.
You found
I
it.
can't believe I found it. But what do you think that means?
I have no idea. I was like, I think
Because I think dreams mean something.
I think
and
my dream
also I
was
think
just
that when
doing
people
nothing.
tell you what your dreams mean, they're
Yeah.
probably wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what your dreams mean.
No, I did
So-
have someone give me a good
Because I mean, it could mean
interpretation of a
all kinds of
dream.
things. Like, what is an ironing board to you?
Absolutely nothing.
Do you
I don't
think?
know.
Do you think maybe like it means that? Because if that means nothing, maybe it would mean that like you have this big thing built up in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
but then when you actually see it, it turns out to be nothing.
Yeah.
And deep down, you know it's actually nothing.
That's probably
But
what
you
it is.
construct this big
Yeah.
thing, and your brain's trying to show you through that
Like, you're
symbol
fine.
you're actually okay. It's actually nothing.
Well,
That would be my guess.
That would be an interesting way. I've only done like a dream interpretation once, and now I'm trying to remember what it was, and I can't. But it had to do with something. I kept dreaming that
Oh, it
my
was like a dream interpreter?
yeah. Like,
Oh, wow, I didn't
So
even-
my best friend's girlfriend is self-proclaimed witch. Well, she like sees dead people and stuff like that. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, sorry, she knows we're cool. But
I believe her.
I didn't mean to actually sound like it was a bad thing. Like she can interpret dreams, she can do like tarot readings, and she does see like ghosts or presences. Like people do talk to her.
Yeah.
I had this weird dream. In my dream, my best friend was cheating. No, the other way around. She was cheating on my best friend in my dream. And I remember catching this, and I told them about it. Like, I sent them a message. And then she gave me this full interpretation of the dream. And it was all about me, not necessarily about them.
Yeah.
And I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like regarding like changes in life. And I mean, yeah, but that's pretty broad, I think. Life changes every day. But it was interesting. I was like, that's the only time I've had someone like give me like an interpretation, and it didn't even have to do anything about the dream, but it was a lot of things very accurately about some of the stuff happening in my life.
I mean, that's what his whole thing was. That's how we get to the subconscious and all that, was interpreting dreams. That's why I think dreams are people get away from them and they don't realize how much dreams matter. And and it makes me not want to smoke weed. It makes me sad. Because when I don't smoke weed, I dream and I feel like I'm closer to God. Like I feel like my brain is understanding. Like, because I think
Right.
dreams are your brain trying to show you things. It's
Yeah,
trying
absolutely.
its very, very best to show you something.
Yeah.
It's just up to you to understand. But I'm telling you, I have weird dreams. So here we go. This was
yeah,
this
let's
is a
see. I
long
wanna
one.
see. I wanna
This is
hear
how
it.
long it is,
Oh,
by the
wow.
way. All right.
All right, let's go.
The word I had to type in was shoot.
Shoot.
I remember I was shooting. All right. In a hotel room, I am with two people who resemble my ex-girlfriend's parents, but don't look much like them, especially the mom. Oh, let me just tell you too. This dream was on January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October 7th of 2024.
Okay.
I got it dated.
Wow.
I don't know why we're here or the context of the situation, so why I'm in the hotel room, right? The dad is on the computer talking about how we need to do this and that with the audio driver to fix it. I plead with him not to touch anything with the audio drivers because I don't want to cause any unnecessary problems on the computer. He is insistent that we should do this for the computer. It's like a David Lynch movie. It's also odd because he really resembles my ex-girlfriend's dad in his mannerisms and speech patterns, but physically, He looks noticeably different. I look out the hotel window into a courtyard area and find it to be odd that is the only other room with a window in the entire courtyard. I go back over to them. So I'm like looking into a courtyard.
Yeah.
And it's on the inside, right? And I was the only window.
You're at the courtyard inn.
Like if you look into a courtyard, yeah, the courtyard inn. And I'm the only one. Yeah. That's what we'll call this dream, courtyard inn. So where are we at? Okay. I go back over to them and they're laying on the bed. I ask them if I'm dreaming. Everything is extremely vivid and I have complete agency. I put that in parentheses.
Okay.
That's why I remembered this dream. They give me a non-answer, which I take as a yes. There are a few more doors in the room. I can't open the door into the hallway for whatever reason. I don't think that I tried. I think I just knew that I wasn't supposed to.
It was not going to.
I love the level of detail, dude.
You went into a little almost poetic.
I remember my thought process. I type these as soon as I wake up, dude.
Well, that's discipline.
I think it all matters.
That's discipline because
It took forever. Okay, I open the second door, which is a rundown bathroom with a stand-up shower, a small widescreen TV that's been broken in half, and another window. I look out the window to see that it's nighttime, and there isn't too much out there except the pathway, trees, and a few small buildings, maybe houses. I realize I must be dreaming because the texture of the ground looks like static, a shifting, grainy pattern. I begin seeing large shadow figures walking around out there and assume that we must be in here for safety. I imagine that I could jump out of the window to escape, but don't seriously consider it. After a short time of being back in the main room, I am in this small other room again, and I begin hearing aggressive knocking on the door. Someone yells to open up, and I panic, realizing that I now need to escape. I follow through with my original thought and jump out of the window. Landing safely, it wasn't as high up as I thought. I see something fly past me, which makes me realize I might have the ability to fly. I begin flying myself, staying around the hotel building I just escaped from. I fly around for a moment, just going up and down, unsure of how my flight powers work and whether they will stick around, because I didn't want to fall to my death.
Your flight powers, though.
Yeah, because what if they stopped and I just fall?
How do they work?
I was thinking about that. I land on top of the hotel where I see holes in the roof, and there are men with guns inside. I now have an FPS POV, and I'm holding a pistol. I point it at the men and make pew, pew, pew noises to shoot them. It works. Once I have dispatched them, there is a giant monster on top of the building. I feel it might be the source of all of this darkness surrounding the building. I try to fight back against it, but am unsuccessful. That's the end of the dream.
Wow. That's so detailed.
Thank you.
And I commend you. That's discipline. I mean, if I could even just grab a pen as soon as I wake up or anything.
I can't even. I forgot about a lot of those finer details. Because I like
so
how
detailed.
my brain tried to tell me twice that it's the dream. Like it's like my brain is really trying.
It's just so you know, you're dreaming.
I asked them, "Hey, am I dreaming?" And they didn't really answer. So I'm like, "Okay."
Like, yeah,
my guess, yeah. And then I looked out the window and I saw the ground look weird, and I'm like, "Okay, this is for sure a dream." And I remember last night, like that's what I was saying. I remember last night I had a point in my dream where I was like, "Oh, this is a dream right now," and that's why this is kind of weird because this has to be a dream. Like, it's always weird when you're in a dream and you realize, like, oh, this must be a dream. Like, this wouldn't even make sense in reality. This has to be a dream. Like, you'll see somebody that you don't see or something like that.
For me, when I realize it's a dream, the times that it's happened, it's a labyrinth of some sort. Like, in one scenario, I dreamt of, like, me going through all of the houses that I've ever visited or lived in through my life.
That's a good one.
And you open like one door and it takes you to another room, but it was from a different house that I lived in. And then I would go through another door and it would be like, and they keep going in a series of those. And then I go, oh, you're in a dream.
Yeah. That's a really good one.
And it takes so long always. Because it's either like, that was one that I remember vividly because I remember like specific houses throughout my childhood that I either visited or lived in. And I was like, I remember this room. This was my cousin's room. This is how it looked. And then that's when it hit me. I was like, oh,
you're dreaming. Yeah. Because I think like coming out of it I just think if you don't think you're going to come out of it, you don't come out of it so much. I think that's really like, if you have this thing built up in your mind where you're like, oh, if I realize I'm dreaming, I might wake up. I think then you will wake up. But I think if you think you can control it, you can control it.
Absolutely.
Because I do remember, like, when I was flying, I remember what it felt like to fly. I literally remember what it felt like to fly. It was like, it kind of made me think, like, imagine if you just took off and kind of just like pushed yourself forward in a direction with your mind.
Okay.
That was what it was like.
Oh,
it would be like
God.
if I jumped off I flew, bro. I flew. It was like you jump off the ground and you just imagine.
Right.
And you just go. And then you can like, I want to go there. I want to go here. I want to go here. And you kind of direct it.
All directional with like your
kind of with like your
sight
brain.
mind slash.
I think you have to look the right way. I don't think you can fly. Have you ever seen someone fly and look? I guess you can look the other way, but you have to really focus.
Right.
Like you can look this way, but you have to focus that way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a bird can't just.
Right.
If you're driving, you can't steer the wheel when you turn your head.
Right.
So it's a steering. It's a steering mechanism.
You know, I never thought about that. 'Cause, like, how do they represent that on movies? I never looked at people's faces when they're flying.
Well, birds, people probably don't. I wonder what the actors are thinking.
Right. I want to know what they're thinking. Like,
How
when
do
they're
I-
like,
how
you're
do
going
I
to fly
fly?
now. How do I fly?
Well, I know what birds have like the extra sense. Like they have the sixth
Yeah.
sense of like magnetism.
Yeah.
So I would imagine
It
your
has to be
brain would
something
kind of
like
like feel like the magnetic pull of the. You'd feel like some type
Like
of.
something.
It'd have to buzz a little or something. In my dream, it buzzed a little. I could feel the flying. I'm telling you, it was cool. That's why I was scared, because I was like, what if I just stop flying? Like, imagine that. If you
Yeah.
could just fly. Has anybody ever thought about that? Imagine if
Like,
you could just fly out of nowhere.
then-
Wouldn't you be kind of scared? Like, you think, okay, I've lived 27 years. I've never
I
flied
was
before.
gonna say, I'm like, if you like, you're going your whole life without flying, and then you're like, what if it doesn't?
What if it just
happen?
turns
like, it
off?
stops.
And I'm already up here with the jet or something like, you know.
Everybody thinks about how cool it would be to fly, but you don't think about the
How
consequences.
cold it would be. How cold it would be.
Right after a certain height,
It's cold up there. They're never wearing the proper stuff.
they're gonna get wet.
It rains.
If you go through a cloud,
Tornadoes. The fuck? Can you fly through a tornado? How powerful is your flying? Like, what is like the RPM
if it's
of
like
your
a
flying?
5 miles per hour flight, and you're all of a sudden stuck in a tornado, like,
I want to see that. I want to see the first person who can fly versus a tornado.
that would be fun.
That's the future.
They're probably gonna try to actually break the tornado cycle by going it backwards.
You can get pretty close to a tornado with those cars now.
Yeah.
Those tornado drivers, they keep breaking the barriers of what's possible. Like, you'd think we've gotten as close as we can get. There's like literally videos now of like the car is in the tornado. It's literally in the tornado. I never even thought that was possible. You can just plant a car
Yeah.
down and just, it's like a tank. They're making little
Like, they just
portable
stay
tanks.
there, and
And they're crazy. Like, these people
yeah.
want to be in the tornado.
I don't understand that. Although it's kind of human nature. I live out in the middle of nowhere.
I agree that it's
and
human nature.
because one time, so I live in DeKalb County, which is far from here. But the point is that one time the tornado alarm went off, and we were just like, oh, whatever, they're just testing it, right? And then all of a sudden it just keeps going. And all of a sudden you see like, oh, it really is a tornado.
And you're like, what day is
happening.
it? What time is
Yeah,
it?
and then and of course the first thing I thought was not even just like, yeah, let me go to the basement. It was literally, let me go check it out. I
How
don't know
close
why.
was it? How
It was
close?
fairly close, but I could see it from far away. But it was close enough where it was like, you should at this point be in your basement because you don't know the direction it's gonna go.
That's the one thing that turns me into like a little kid, like a baby. I will run back and forth to window to window to window and get so scared. Tornadoes scare me.
It's scary when you think about it, but for some reason I literally went outside to take a picture.
I mean, I'm jealous of you because I have a primal fear. Like, it's like my dog gets scared of thunder. That I act like him when a tornado warning is like, I'll be literally. Like, I remember being
calm
younger
down.
and running from window to window and like looking at the clouds thinking, is that a tornado cloud? Is that a tornado cloud? And I remember with my friend, like there was a tornado, not the warning, not a watch, but the warning, like it was coming, right? And I remember him and I got in the tub and we put the mattress over us and we did all that. I was crying. I thought it was over for me.
Aw.
I think it just, they freak me out, dude. I mean, but some people can just look at them. Like you.
Like, I can look at them from far away.
How close?
but-
I mean, the thing is, they get closer.
Yeah, like you
faster
think
than you'd
it's
think.
yeah, you think it's far, far away, and I was like, I should not have gone out like at all. Like
Yeah,
I
you got
should have
lucky.
been in a basement.
You
Like,
got lucky.
There was no reason for me to even go outside.
Imagine dying in a tornado, dude.
Right, it's kind of like you literally practice your whole childhood when a tornado warning.
I'm saying,
Tornado
like,
drills.
imagine the experience of actually dying on one. Like, have you ever seen how destructive those things are?
Right.
Hopefully, you just get squished. Hopefully. Because, I mean, like, there's...
If you get dragged and then beaten by things that are just flying around, that would
That's-
just be...
That's why I'm so scared of tornadoes. It's the idea of getting sucked. It's like
you
people
get
think it's like,
whipped.
oh, it's dying. No, it's the idea of dying in that terrible fucking way.
Right. It's like you
Pure
don't want
horror.
You don't want to die of being asphyxiated or like drowning, because that's just pure torture.
I actually think the tornado might be better, but you just don't know. There's no predictability with a
Right.
tornado. So, like, I remember I heard a story once of a girl who was in a house, and the house got picked up and moved while she was in it, and she was just confused. And that's like a really funny story. I think it's on some TV show. It's just
Yeah,
like
it's called The Wizard of Oz.
yeah, it was like that. It really was like that. But I feel like a tornado. Oh my god, like a light one, you might survive. Maybe like it's like a plane crash type of thing. Like
Right.
you don't even know if you want to survive. Like imagine the
don't know.
trauma of being inside a fucking tornado. In it. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about by the side. I'm talking it threw you from here to like 200
Just
yards away.
whipped you out
And
of
then
the-
maybe it just did that and then went away. You know, maybe you
Right.
maybe you got lucky.
So
And
it's
just, you were like,
and then it dissipates.
You only
and you're
break,
just
like, 20 bones.
Oh.
that actually would be like best case scenario. You get thrown by a tornado. It just throws you
a
over.
little bit.
They always say go in a ditch, but I feel like a ditch doesn't feel safer
I don't
because they say it jumps.
Yeah,
Tornadoes jump.
Yeah, supposedly.
Supposedly.
I don't know. Never seen a tornado do hopscotch. So
I mean, we don't live in Tornado Alley. That's the thing. Like, I think if we lived in Tornado Alley, we would be talking about this a lot differently.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm probably just a little bitch. Really, I'm probably a baby because I could never survive
I
there.
think you're normal.
You haven't
fear
seen me
to
near a
it,
tornado.
probably.
You haven't seen me near a
I don't
tornado.
know.
I turned into a child. I'm just scared. It's pure fear.
I feel like my nephew is that way, like with any thunderstorm. But
It's cool
I
at
think,
first.
Yeah. He freaks out still. I feel bad for him because it's not cool when you do feel that fear and you can't do anything about it. I mean, I am the least empathetic person too, so I would just be like, hey, relax.
Yeah.
I'd be like, go sit down.
Bro, my dog will freak out over thunder, like I said, and I feel like I'm probably not empathetic enough to him because I mean, dude, and like I remember once I walked him. I want to say it was like a year ago, 2 years ago, because every now and then in Chicago you'll see crazy weather.
Oh, yeah.
and it was like almost like pre-tornado weather where the wind just picked up and just stuff starts
there was,
flying
like,
around.
bad one like
a
that
sign
recently,
falls over
no?
onto the street type of thing.
Mhm.
Like, what's going on here? Oscar, I guess we'll go back inside.
Like, never mind.
And then I think that time I just tried not to. I just shut my brain off. I was like, okay, well, that's
Okay.
probably nothing.
Valid.
No siren going off.
Yeah, it was bad storm. I remember those storms like recently, and they're
I
pretty
think
bad.
it was a year and a half, 2 years ago. There was like a big. I was on the train and I remember looking over because I was on the red line going north. And so if you look to the left, you'll see towards the O'Hare Airport.
Right.
And I remember seeing this crazy looking cloud. And I was like, damn, that looks crazy. And then I remember getting home and seeing on the news that was the giant tornado funnel cloud everybody was looking at.
Yeah.
And I was on the train just trying to get home. And I always think about that too. Like, what do the train and bus drivers do when the tornado touches down? Do they just stick to their schedule? Because they usually, if you watch them
Like,
during the
they
watches,
pray.
like, they don't stop.
Yeah,
Whenever like they will only stop if they see a fucking tornado.
Right.
What? ever. Pay attention, folks, and test this for me. If anybody has any objections, tell me in the comments, because I think they're so dedicated. It's like I bet FedEx drivers are the same.
Yeah,
like, they're so dedicated to the timeline.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're like, you know what? I'm not getting doxxed for this.
Right.
I'm doxxed. I'm not letting them dock my pay for this, because I imagine they're super duper hardcore on like you have to hit this stop and this stop at this time,
like at a certain time.
So they don't care about the weather at all.
Yeah, they're just like, it's fine. I always get those messages though. They're like FedEx delays because of weather update or whatever.
Oh, they do that.
They do actually give you a heads up. I don't know why. Like a long time ago, I subscribed, I guess, to FedEx alerts, and I get these regularly on my email now.
Yeah, yeah.
And every so often you'll see it like weather disruption from FedEx, and then it'll just tell you like why, like how long it would be delayed. And I'm just talking about like in general. For some reason, if you subscribe to their newsletter, they do that. Don't ask me why I do that.
One of the first jokes I ever came up with as a child, I was about 10.
Okay.
It's genius. What do you get when you cross FedEx and UPS?
What do you get when you cross FedEx and UPS?
Fed up. Genius. I remember thinking of that. I was like 10. It's like, that's so good.
That is a good joke.
Thank you.
I like it.
Because I think it's terrible.
It's a good, clean joke.
Thanks. Maybe I'll use it when I finally debut. Because it really is my first joke ever. I swear to God.
That you should do.
Not a lie. Like that's the and I remember like being on the back of a boat when my mom would take me tubing, and I was like 9, and I would think about that joke. Like, that's so funny.
Like, that is the funniest shit ever.
I associated with that period of my life when we would go tubing with my mom's weird boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, he did coke and he had a boat.
But
the boat was cool. The tubing is cool. You ever been tubing?
I have not.
That was scary though, because I was also like, I think I was just buoyant, like, so I would bounce around. So the thing about tubing is, I think you kind of have to control it, because you go over the wave. Right. And so there was one time that I went over the wave, and the boat it flipped a couple times, the tube. But I held on. You're supposed to let go. And so my body just whipped the water like 2 or 3 times.
Just straight up.
And after that, I never wanted to tube again. That was actually
that also hurts too when you're hitting water. Like,
yeah,
like it's a big slap.
And I was little. Like, I think I was watching all these bigger people on the thing, and I could. I think if I did it now, I would have fun, because you probably have to control it. You probably have to like ride it, and it's dangerous. Tubing is dangerous.
I've never done it. I've never shown interest in water sport or anything like that. Even though it's not a sport, but still fun.
You've seen it though. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Where it's like, because the reason it works is the waves coming off the boat. It's got
and
those
then that's
two.
What you're kind of like riding it first per
jet
se.
Skis. A jet ski with a friend or two. That would probably be fun.
I've done a jet ski. I've also done those like hover things that like.
With water?
Yeah, like it propels you up, and then you.
Where'd you try that?
I did in Puerto Rico.
Did they just like they're letting people do it?
They charge. It was like about $80 for like the half hour or something like that.
Half hour?
Yeah, and you're literally standing on it, and it's just kind of like if you've been snowboarding or done any kind of skateboarding, you probably have more control.
Oh, dude! So it's kind of like a jetpack, right? You're controlling it with your feet.
It's at the feet though. It's not like on you. And they use a jet ski to propel you up. All that I did was literally, for me, I was like, yeah, I got this. I went up, and then as soon as I went up, went straight down. That's the highest thing I did. My friend who's a snowboarder, he was able to actually like kind of like ride around.
How high above?
I think you're pretty high. I don't know how tall it was.
Because I've seen things where it's like Venice, and they've like done that through the water in Venice. And it's just, they go pretty high.
Let me see if I can find the video.
It's crazy those, because it's just the force of water pushing you up.
And they use a jet ski to push you up. Like, it's not even that, like, you would think it would require more.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's just not like I
feel like I could do that. I feel like I could do that, because it's really just balance.
Yeah,
that's kind of a balancing act.
It's all about balance.
And once you mess up, you're going down. That's the other thing about it. Yes. Like, you just messed up immediately. Because the thing is, it's like you're it's almost like I think of it like a top. Okay, so you're balancing off of your feet. So you're like a top, and you're bottom heavy.
So that's not me, but it's one of my friends.
Or you're top heavy. I guess you're top
heavy, but that's what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And also this cord behind you would probably, does that affect it at all?
No, not really. That's just what's sending the water into it so that you can go up.
Awesome! Oh, that's coming from the jet ski.
Yeah. So that's like feeding the water, like because they use their motor for the jet ski to propel the water upwards.
I didn't expect to be so jealous of you.
It's a lot of fun. It was definitely like I won't do it again. Like it hurt. Like
$80 for 30 minutes is a good deal too.
It was not bad at all.
Because I thought you were gonna say 5 minutes.
Oh no.
And the thing is, like, it's all about figuring it out. It's like I have an electric skateboard, which is different than a regular skateboard, but it's all balanced. So I feel like I said, you're top heavy, and with something like that, you're just pushing off your feet. So that's why I'm saying you'd flip easy. Because think about it. You push your weight too far in one direction, you're just going to fall over.
Yes.
Everything is coming from below. There's nothing coming from anywhere else.
So
and the
like
water is
just like
the water's what you're doing this from. So you can't push off the air. That doesn't exist. So once you start going anything but vertical, that's why you'd really only probably have a tiny axis of rotation.
You really do. And then like if you were able to keep your balance, like still you could go up as high as however much power that would give you. But if you kind of like did a little bit of a tilt, that's when you would be able to actually move around.
That sounds like so much fun.
It was a good time. It just hurt like a bitch to fall.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why you stopped.
I couldn't actually like fall correctly. I kept just flopping. So I was just literally like falling like a bad dive into a pool where it's just like
there's really no way to fall correctly if you're messing that up because you're going in sideways because this could attach to your feet, right?
Right. So it would probably be like better to do sideways, but I just
kept
always going like that.
You could kind of cannonball maybe. You're going in, you're going down. You could but I don't even think that would help too much because if you're hitting flat, there's no way to fix that.
That's the only reason why I was like, okay, I'm done. I was like,
you could actually probably get injured doing that because think about it. If you're high up, and then you smash the water. Like that's why you can't jump off a bridge.
Right.
You can just hurt yourself hitting the water
straight
from that
up,
high
just breaking bones from that.
It's all about how you hit the water. Like, that's why divers, you got to respect them. Because it's all about
the way they land.
The way they land. Yeah. You can do all those flips, but you time it wrong.
Become as less buoyant as possible.
Yeah. What blows my mind is when they dive into the tiny pools. Like they'll dive from super high up into a tiny pool. That does not even make sense.
It does not work. It like cartoons when they would do that.
Because you can do that. You actually can. Like the physics of it don't make sense to me, but you actually can do it. You can dive into a tiny little pool, and the tiny little bit of water is all you need to break the dive. But I bet so many people have tried and not died in the process. It's only the few people who have gotten it right who have proved it's possible. Like I wouldn't recommend this to anybody.
Small percentage of success right there.
You watch it on YouTube. I'm not making it up. Watch it on YouTube. It's real.
Probably breast.
AI robot looking it up right now. Yeah, but I mean, like that's crazy to me. I mean, diving is something I feel like would be a cool talent. That'd be a cool thing. I bet girls would like that if I could dive. Pull that out at like the beach. Oh, not at the beach.
Maybe not the beach, but a pool around the pool.
Diving at the beach.
That'd be interesting. Well, I mean, no, you can't at the beach.
Yeah.
Too shallow.
See that sign that says no diving? Fuck
this is
that.
me.
This is me.
I'm actually the reason why.
I'm actually the reason why. And then dive in anyway. You got to dive in it. You have to show you're a bad boy. Girls like bad boys.
See, like, I feel like that's a good display. That's probably why people do it at like in Cancun, Mexico. There's like these pools, like caves that are pools of water that got created, but they're literally caves on, like, you have to go down underground to get to them. So people can actually jump, like they dive into them.
Oh, nice.
But it's also very dangerous because it's clear water, and sometimes you feel like a rock is farther away than it really is. And if you miscalculate that dive, you can just
smash the bottom.
Rock. No, just any rock. Because it could look like it's deeper than what it really is. Because it's so clear. The water's just so clear. You can look straight down. But you can't really tell at what height is it at.
It all blends together.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'd have to, because if you're looking down a bunch of rocks, you just couldn't tell the difference between what is where. It would just look like a bunch of rocks. I mean, like, you know what I think it would be is that people would probably feel safer when they're not safer. Like normally, because at the bottom of any giant thing, you probably do kind of like slow down. But in that, you probably just since you can see it, it's kind of like you're thinking, oh, it's fine. It's not even that deep. It's not even that deep. I can just dive in all the way. and then you smash the bottom. I would wonder, because like I would almost think you would see it so it'd be easier, but I guess not. People are hurting themselves in the Cancun.
There's some spots that are like designated driving spots.
Yeah.
That have become tourist spots.
Yeah.
But then there's so many unexplored or like not, that people still want to do it. I'm like, you could kill yourself just doing that. Like, that's not a thing you should do, I think. Why do we always want to hurt ourselves?
I mean, like you said before, it is kind of human nature, though.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the thing is, I do get the aspect of like doing one thing and then wanting to do another thing, and eventually it becomes normal, and eventually you're doing the most dangerous thing possible because you already did all these other things. And like from the outside looking in, it's like, why would somebody ever do that? But to you, this is just you topping all the 20 other things you already did to get here. Like that's how you end up climbing a mountain without any protective gear.
Yeah.
Or that's how you end up jumping out of an airplane. That's how you end up working for Red Bull, essentially. Any of these people.
To get wings.
Yeah. I mean, Red Bull's got the craziest videos, but it's kind of funny because Red Bull's just become an extreme sports brand more than an actual energy drink brand at this point. But good for them.
I mean...
Because, it is like, I feel like the level of which the shit people are doing on there. It's crazy. I mean, one I saw a guy doing like a bicycle course on a moving train. He's like on a moving train doing flips with his bike, or maybe it was a motorbike. So it wasn't a bicycle; it was a motorbike. It's kind of like that one of those phone games where you'd play you'd flip the bike. Yeah.
Like on a moving train, like on top of the train?
On a moving train. Well, on a moving train, but it was like as if they had built a bunch of half pipes.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, and he was going from one to another.
Like an actual train, but I see what you mean now.
Like a moving.
So each wagon had like a ramp of some sort.
Yeah, a locomotive with each thing having a different ramp, and he's doing a bunch of crazy shit. And also, it makes me think of like the fact there's only been a few skateboarders who have done the loop. Have you ever seen that before? I think it's like Bam Margera, Tony Hawk. I think a few others. Because when you do that, I think you have to break the rules of skating where you don't stick to the board. You have to kind of actually like let go of the board a little bit. Like you have to, I forget how it was described. Like there's a video where Bam Margera explains how he figured out how to do it, and it's you have to kind of just loosen your feet rather than like tighten, or maybe it's rather than loosen them, you tighten them. I think that's what it is. You tighten them to the board because normally you're kind of like loosening off the board, just kind of riding it, but you like stick to the board in this way and don't even think, you just go forward. And I think there was like lines on it, so he said just look at the lines and follow those. So it's like if you had a line
like a visual,
and you look kind of over your head because you're just going over this loop,
so like
kind of backwards and over, and then you're going into this loop with a crazy momentum,
right?
You're literally going upside down on a skateboard.
I don't know,
it's crazy. It's probably the craziest thing you could do on a skateboard in my mind. I don't think there's anything crazier.
Yeah.
A loop? Maybe a double loop. Maybe if you could do a double loop, that would be crazier.
How would that work?
You'd have to go twice.
Just go twice? So it'll be like 2 loops in a row.
Somebody's going to figure it out one day. I feel like it's one of those things where you think it's impossible, but somebody will. Like, they'll just line them up, and they'll do the one and use the momentum. What would be hard about it is you'd have to go reverse. Because the one loop would be you'd look over this way, and the other loop you'd look over this way. Because they can't both be the same direction. Because there'd be like 2 circles that lead in. The one would come in from the left, go out on the right. The other one would come in from the right, go out on the left. Because it's going upside down into another direction. So you'd have to go like this and then like this. Would be
a lot.
Someone could do it.
You should try it.
Yeah. I have a skateboard. I do have a skateboard out there.
You should try it.
I can almost ollie.
I can't do anything on a skateboard.
Like I said, my electric skateboard, I guess it's more like an electric longboard. I love that thing. But I learned that like I don't really want to do tricks and break my ankles.
Right.
Like half pipes are fun, but they're kind of scary.
Yeah.
A longboard is fun because it's like almost like a bike. Like I can go anywhere on this thing. And they let you do it on the street.
Yeah, it was like it's like little public transportation, electric. Nice.
And they're more popular now than ever.
Absolutely.
I keep seeing more and more people on these
people
fucking
on
things.
them now.
I used to feel it's like when your band gets popular, when your favorite band.
Yeah, you're like, I've had it.
Like that was me, and now you guys are like fake fans.
Does it have a long range? Like
it depends on which one you buy. Like there's cheaper ones, there's different brands. Most of them are not from America, and the problem with that is just like I feel like it creates this customer service barrier where you always have to wait for everything.
Gotcha.
Like nothing's going to get shipped in 2 days. It's always going to be like 2 weeks. And when you message them, they're awake 12 hours after you. So there's always that
like a delay of
yeah,
reply.
exactly. But I mean, other than that, it's been mostly good. The first one I had, the battery got messed up. The second one I had, it was great for a long time until the frame cracked on me. But that one lasted a long time. And I should have just gotten the warranty because I could have sent it back to them. And then the third one, the wheel came off after like 3 days. So that upset me.
Yeah.
But if it's okay after this, I'll forgive the wheel because it could have just been a bad bearing, and then I'll forgive that. Skateboards have bad bearings sometimes. It's like the inside of the wheel. Any wheel can have a bad bearing. So, but that
it could just be that.
it's because like the thing is, when the bearing goes bad, you like it almost shakes. Like you can feel the board shaking, and so you're like, oh, something bad's about to happen. So you're not going fast. You're kind of going slow just in case, and then the wheel flies off. So.
Dang.
But it's just like, bro, these goddamn electric skateboards. Because the point is, it's not like an electric scooter. You have to you have to message these people in China and wait 2 weeks for your new wheel. And so I can't just take it to the scooter store in Chicago or whatever. It ain't like that. It ain't that easy.
Damn.
But it is the best thing in the world. I love my electric.
Cool.
I would recommend an electric skateboard. It feels cool. You know, you don't do it to be cool though. You do it for efficiency. Okay.
Well, yeah.
It's better than a scooter. You can bail better than a scooter. You fall off a scooter, you're gonna break your wrists.
Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna fall forward. You're leaning forward. You got handlebars.
I used
Skateboard,
to have
you jump.
a scooter, and then
They're nice though.
it was really nice. I used to ride it to work in the summer.
How fast did it go?
It used to go like I think 9. Really, it's just
9 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, you had like a casual scooter.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
So
super,
what was the mileage on it, or like,
It was
how
like
far?
about like 20 miles.
Okay, that's not bad.
Because I remember.
So how long did it take you to get to work?
Well, where I lived, it was like about like 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, so you were pretty close.
Yeah, so it wasn't horrible.
That's why
at
you
the
didn't need a
time.
fast one.
No, it was just kind of like I don't want to drive in the summer to the office, and I would just do that.
It is nice though.
Yeah,
It's really nice.
it was nice. And
Any scooter is like I really like how in the city they make them so accessible.
Right.
Because people, if they're not familiar with that, they don't realize how easy it is.
it is super easy. And then what I don't like is the people that don't know how to do it, and they do it for the first time ever, and then you're stuck in traffic, and then someone is about to get killed because they're just randomly riding the scooters in the street.
Yeah. I remember I saw a guy like dip through traffic and almost get hit when I was in Detroit. It wasn't here, it was in Detroit just recently. And I remember the guy acted like it was the car driver's fault.
Right.
He was like, what an idiot, you know, that kind of thing. It's
that's
like,
kinda
dude,
like
you
what
just
you run
went
into.
in front of traffic
They
on your
just
scooter.
assume you have this random right of way, and I feel like the people that live here know how to use them
Right.
because they're more familiar with them by now. But the ones that are like the touristy out of Chicago people are the ones that are randomly making up their own rules now with that stupid scooter.
Yeah, and I think people don't respect them, and then they suck too. And people just try to destroy them for fun, which is funny. I like the bit of it, but it's also like, you know.
Some people do use them.
Yeah, some people actually like those. I think they're nice. I think like you want the city to not get rid of them because they're nice. Like those scooters are cool, and I just wish they were not as expensive. That's all I'll say. I think you could do them cheaper because they don't have to be expensive. Like they should be as accessible as the public transit. It should be like $5 a day to use the
it should
scooter.
not be.
And
They
then
are pretty expensive.
Put more scooters around because literally you make them super accessible. I bet everybody would be on those damn things.
Yeah.
I bet you they would be all over the place if they made them more
They're
accessible.
much easier to put them in spots than a bike.
And I think people. It's almost like a bike where people would rather do that if they saw that it was safe and everybody was doing it.
Right.
It's like, you know, it's almost like riding a bike where once you learn how to do it, it is safe.
Yeah,
There's nothing not safe about it. Like my electric skateboard, it would seem unsafe if you've never rode one before. Like I remember when I first was on it and I felt like a deer walking for the first time. Like you see a deer
like,
born and they're doing this. That's what
don't
it
know.
feels like because you accelerate and it's just weird. And I'm sure it's like that on one of those fast scooters where you get on it and it's just a scooter and you're not used to having this go this fast. And once you do it for a couple days, it's like nothing
You
else.
get used to it very easily,
Yeah.
I think.
That's what I think too, and I think like you learn how to weave through traffic.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you're saying like you can tell who hasn't done it because you just see them
So
make
easily.
amateur mistakes. With the skateboard, it's hard because there's on the bike trail. There's this one particular spot where it comes up over a hill. Maybe you know because it's on the lakefront trail. So if you're coming from like basically where that starts on the north side by Loyola.
Yeah.
You just go all the way south to downtown. And I think this is right around when you hit like the yacht club and all that.
Okay.
Or maybe it's right after you pass the golf course. It's right after you pass the golf course.
Okay.
So you go past that long thing, you go down, you go around, and then you're coming up right up over this hill, and it's a blind spot because you can't see what's coming from over. Like, you have to look in front of you to make sure nobody's going to hit you in front of you. You can look over there, but you really shouldn't, because you should be looking at what's in front of you. And then when you come around, that's when you can really see what's happening, because you still kind of can't see until you come around.
Like a big blind spot there, like where there kind of disappears, but you can see again.
Yeah, and you go around this corner. And when you go around the corner, and also there's a street. So it's like a stop sign and there's a street. So you have to make sure no cars are coming from the left or the right. And you have to make sure that nobody's coming in your way down the hill all at once while you're going. You can't stop. So you're already coming. And I remember once I came around that corner and there was this girl on rollerblades, and it's downhill. Did I mention? So you're going uphill.
You're going uphill. They're going downhill.
They're going downhill. So that makes it even worse. So the girl's going downhill on rollerblades, and I remember just the look she gave me was of like pure like, please, I can't stop, get out of the way. Like she told me within like a split second. That was what was communicated.
Like, I'm gonna die if you don't move.
So casually I just dipped to the side. But she had no control in that moment, and it's because of the fucking blind spot.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't. There's no way I would have known she was there until I came around the corner. Yeah. And those are the amateur things that get people hurt, right? It's like when you don't know about that kind of thing, and you just whip around a corner like that. You're the guy who's just turning the scooter up to 30 because you just bought it. Those things they have ones that go on the highway.
There are some.
If you have money, if you have money, you can hurt yourself on a scooter. I want to get the $4,000 one.
I feel like there's a few kids near my neighborhood that have that one. It annoys me because I don't think the parents realize how fast they can actually go on them. And
they're going 50. They're going 50 and a 35.
I'm like, kids.
That's so funny. They're not even wearing any protective gear.
They're
nothing.
just like, where's Timmy? Oh, he's on his scooter.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what like normalizes that stuff, and then they start climbing the mountains and doing crazy stuff. Because if you do that when you're 10,
right, then you're just like, oh, that was a great thrill. Now I needed the next one.
How are you gonna top that?
How are you gonna top it?
Yeah, because as an adult, it's already crazy. Maybe that's the best time to do it though, because at least you're more nimble. Like if you break yourself,
like you heal faster for sure.
Yeah,
like I would. If I break anything, right, I'm at that age where if I break anything, I'm already like struggling to heal.
Yeah,
like it's not gonna go well.
It's the sad reality with sports. Everybody retires early.
Yeah,
you kind of don't want to start sports too late. It just is a bad idea. I mean, skaters can last a while. There are people who skate for a long time because it's all about falling and getting back up. But
it's about learning how to fall so you can get back up,
I suppose. I think like it is about wearing a helmet and knee pads. Like I think my knees ain't quite what they used to be, but I don't think that they're going out just yet. Like I can still run really good, but sometimes I think like, damn, like what if all these falls are one day gonna catch up? Maybe I do need to start like wearing knee pads and doing all this. Because really, if you fall, you catch it with your knee, catch it with your shoulder, you catch it with your elbow. Mm-hmm. That's why you get the elbow pads and knee pads. You're kind of doing this blocking, if you fall right, if you know how to fall. And that's a gift of mine. I can fall properly. I've fallen many times. I've only really hurt myself falling once. It's just about like cannonballing.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it.
You don't. Like I remember.
And if you're falling off a board, you have to do the big run. Have you ever seen that before? It's like you start to run as big as you can.
Right, so that you can actually
usually you can't keep going. So you're running at 20 miles an hour just trying to not fall.
Right.
Sometimes you can manage to stop yourself, but usually it's like step, boom.
Wobble.
That's usually what it is. Yeah. Oh man, it hurts to fall. It hurts to fall. I've hurt myself. Don't get me wrong.
Like I remember in high school I used to play volleyball, and they teach you how to fall.
Because there's a grace to it.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a thing. Like I never.
So what did they teach you?
It's just literally how to, like, if you're gonna go after the ball and throw yourself into it, like to hit it, like how you want to fall down after. And it's really just kind of. I remember it was like you gotta get very vertical, basically.
That's
so you eventually end up like rolling around instead of trying not to like really hit your elbow or knee, but try to get the air, like the arm to be catching it first.
Yeah, because if you fall and hit your elbow, it would hurt.
Yeah.
So you want to spread out.
So you kind of want to be as vertical as possible as you're falling, I guess.
Or horizontal, right?
Horizontal, yeah.
Like side by side, sandwich style to the ground. Because it's like, I want to hit this ball, and then if I'm going to hit the ground, I want my arm to land flat.
Yeah.
Because if I land like this,
yeah,
now my elbow's fucked up for the rest of the game.
pretty much.
Because it would hurt that bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're literally throwing yourself at
and
the ball.
volleyball's all about throwing
Yeah.
yourself at the ball. And if you're jumping back even, land kind of flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's what they tell you in wrestling, but you don't want to land flat. It's almost just kind of landing in water. Just kind of like landing in water where with water you don't want to land flat.
You don't want to break the tension flat. You want to break it a little bit less flat.
Which I think is the same thing with falling off a board. I don't think you want to fall flat. You want to kind of roll with it and land kind of on your side. Like I usually I'm wearing my backpack, and that's what messes me up. But if there's no backpack, you can almost roll. You can almost barrel roll, and that would absorb most.
I feel like
it.
Most of the.
You just don't want to
shock.
hit your head. You really don't want to hit your head or anything. You don't want to bend anything. It's all about just absorbing everything as much as possible. You know, it's about understanding how much momentum you actually have at that given moment, because you are going fast. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. She's making a home inside of my clean laundry. All right.
Kids.
Children. They are children.
Essentially, I mean.
You have any pets?
I have one pet. He's a beagle. He's turning 7 in a week. No, 2 weeks from now.
7 in a week.
7 years
that's
old.
soon, too.
Yeah.
You got a birthday planned?
I don't. I should. Hey, I always do something for him since I adopted him.
See, I don't know my pet's birthdays. I feel like a bad parent.
I feel like mine is just made up. Because I adopted him, so I don't really know when he was born. But when they told me he had 2, I was like, sure, he's 2. So from there on, I started counting, and they were like, they give you like a certificate or whatever, and then they put like his birthday's June 20th, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I took as his birthday. I'm assuming.
Do you think he knows?
I don't know. Maybe he's very dramatic. Like, there's some things, sometimes he freaks me out so much sometimes. Like, he knows shit
like
that
what?
I don't. Like if I'm really excited or really, like, nervous or something, he's that dog that will come up to you and be like, okay, something's wrong. I can't tell you what. But I know something's wrong or different in energies. And I'm like, cool, okay. And sometimes he'll know before I do. Now, I'm diabetic, too, so, like, if I'm having a low or a high, he kind of senses those a little bit, which is kind of nice. I was like, but you're not a good meter, so...
But how do you know he knows?
He's one of those, like, he puts himself in front of me kind of like in a protective mode. Like, he stands right in front of me for the most part, facing away. He's just like, something's off.
Maybe he just knows what you act like when that happens, and that's why he does that. Like, he just knows how to spot it.
I guess
that would be my, because I think animals know more than you. Like, they notice things in ways you don't realize they do. Like, they would pay more attention to your actions and just the little details, because that's their whole life, is just watching you and seeing what you do. Like, I think they know when you're about to go to work versus when you're about to go for do anything else.
Yeah.
Whatever you're going to do, they kind of already know, because just based on your body language.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's how when you do take them for the WALK, they know exactly what's about to happen, just based on the way that you looked at them.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say a word. Yeah, like they just know.
Yeah, like today, like leaving the house for like to come here, like he knew. He was just like,
it's funny how they know.
He started prepping. Like, he went to grab stuff from the basement where most of his stuff is.
Oh, that's cute. He grabs his stuff.
He grabs his stuff, brings it up.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then he, like, starts, like, kind of, like, going towards the door to be like, all right, let me out one more time before you leave for the day.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of prepares himself for it.
Yeah.
Definitely when you go out for, like, actual, like, taking him with me, like, he knows, too, like, right away. Like, I don't even have to grab the leash or anything. He already knows that, like, all right, like we're going somewhere now together.
Dude, dogs are so awesome.
They're super smart.
I can never trust somebody who doesn't like dogs. And I no offense to people who aren't dog people, but you scare me. You suck and you scare me. I mean, really, I don't know how to feel about them.
It's
because I know like there's allergies.
Yeah.
But every now and then, and I know there's trauma. I know sometimes people have like childhood trauma
but
associated
even
with
then,
dogs.
like my mom's terrified of dogs because one bit her when she was a kid.
Yeah.
But she's totally cool with my dog.
I think
And she
people
likes
that are
dogs.
like that, I think they just need a proper experience with a dog. 'Cause, like my mom, she just got a cat for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and she's never liked cats her whole life. I got my cat while I still lived with her,
Mm-hmm.
and Margot. Fans of the show know Margot very well. You met Margot today.
Yep.
You know, you and Margot are going to be very close after
Yeah,
this.
very chill.
You know, you looked over to see her
Well,
and she's
gone now.
escaped. Yeah. But yeah, like my mom, she didn't really like Margot. She never really liked my sister's cats that were there. My mom's just never been a cat person.
Uh-huh.
And there was a cat who just showed up in her yard, and like just kind of the mom cat gave birth to kittens, and
Okay.
she would hear them out there, and she found a kitten. She took the one kitten in, the kitten died.
Oh no.
And then she took another kitten in, and that kitten is now her new kitten.
Oh, wow.
Its name is Ginger, and my mom loves that kitten. And it's just funny to me because like my mom's never been into cats at all,
Uh-huh.
and now all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, I love my
I
cat
love
so
the
much.
cat."
She's so cute." She likes her cat, for the record. She doesn't like
Right.
all cats.
Just her cat.
She likes. Well, she probably would like. She likes other. She's learned to appreciate cats.
Okay.
But she still doesn't like. Because who does? Who likes those mean cats? Who likes those cats
Right.
that you show up and they scratch your legs?
Yeah.
You're like, get away from me.
I think that's what it was for me. Like I've always said I hate cats. Like literally, like
there are bad cats.
I have jokes about hating cats. Like
I believe
so
you.
much.
And some people have a cat complex.
And it's just that's the thing. I feel
You
like
had a dream.
I'm a cat.
You had that dream.
like I'm the cat, and that's why I don't like other cats.
So you mean like your cat like?
yes,
You got like Garfield.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely like. Even when you started the episode, you said this is Spartan, and Margot was standing here. I was like, I want to push you off. I won't. I want to be like,
You know, if you did it gently enough, she would. The problem is she would like it. She would actually enjoy that.
Just
She'd
little
think it's
playfulness,
a
like,
game.
yeah.
Yeah. Like what drives me nuts about her is she's so sweet, but I'll be in here like trying to work on something and she'll be rubbing all over me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll push her away. I'll literally shove her away. I'm like, go, please. She's like, oh. She thinks I'm challenging her. She's like, oh, okay. I'll just come back and rub you harder.
and do it more.
So it's actually one of the worst things you could do is shove her away.
Right.
It does not work.
Just be like, now I'm gonna be here.
But you know what? I think you might be onto something because you know we are. I think the things we hate the most are what's within us.
Right.
You might just be a
I
cat.
really think so. In another life, 100%, I'm sure. And I was a spoiled one too.
You very well might be a cat. I mean, I'm thinking of what animal I don't like that I could be because that's actually an excellent question. Like, which animal you hate the most, and then to like
A lot of
self-diagnose.
people, yeah, like a lot of people don't face it. Like, they'll
What
say,
animal do I hate?
most people will say it's a bug, but that's not really all that to me. I was like,
Spiders.
Yeah, like spiders is the most common answer.
That
I
would
feel
probably, but
like.
if not that, scorpion.
Okay, see, a scorpion is more interesting.
I want scorpion then because actually I would hate a scorpion more than a spider.
because
That would freak me the fuck out.
yes.
Oh my god. Oh, a snake too. If I
Snakes
could
are
pick between the
cool.
two, it's a snake or a scorpion.
Gotcha.
I want to go with snake because I think a scorpion, I would just try to squish it. And a snake, I wouldn't even know what
How?
the fuck to do.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with a snake. If I saw a snake, I would not.
You need a sword.
Clearly.
That's what a sword is for.
It's literally something to poke it from far away that stabs.
I don't know if
too.
there's anything else.
Yeah, I don't know.
A giant kitchen
Giant
knife.
kitchen knife.
Dude, I would be so freaked out.
I would be too stupid with a giant kitchen. I would just be throwing it at it, miss, and then
hit your own foot.
and then I'm now without a knife or a foot.
Oh my god, like what would you do? Because I mean, if it was like a big snake and you didn't even have a weapon, God.
I don't know.
A big
Like,
snake, you're dead. But like even like a smaller snake. See, my brother, he used to like grab snakes from the yard, like those garden snakes, and just carry them around. And,
That's my
like he would
niece.
go up north and pick up the tree spiders and carry them in his palms, like giant tree spiders.
That's my niece. She's fearless of animals. Like when she was like 3, she would go to like her grandparents live like somewhere in the middle of nowhere too. They're near a forest reserve, so there's a lot of garden snakes and animals in general. But she would just show up to her grandma and be like, "Look what I got."
It goes to show you, like, the animals are probably peaceful if you handle them
Yeah.
the right way. And it's probably, like, the fear of the animal that makes the animal
Right.
afraid of you. And it probably is all that. because the animals really don't bite the kids when they pick them up the right way.
They don't have the.
And what's funny about it is the kids probably didn't even see that anywhere. They just figured it out. Oh, I just grab it like
grab
this.
it this way, or even just
It just went to pick up.
there's
snake
like
one day.
no fear, so the animal doesn't feel threatened. So it's like, oh,
That's what I mean. Yeah, like the fact that no fear was even introduced into the situation. I think because I think the snake or the animal is usually responding to the human fear a lot of the
there's
time.
like there's like a TikToker or whatever.
Not the animals don't kill people,
right? But this kid was like, his mom goes like, "What do you have in your pocket? What do you have in your pocket?" And it's a bunch of little garden snakes in his pocket. They just start adding them into his pocket.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the cutest video, but also I'll be like, what do I do now? Like, this is not like.
I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, I'll be like, well, you're a snake now.
I'd say you're on your
Sorry,
own,
kid.
buddy. I'd say, please don't get bitten, because if you get bitten,
Then
we're going to the
worst.
hospital. If you get bitten, what'd you say?
So then I'm the worst parent ever if you get bitten by a snake.
I would want to kind of like, I feel like I would have to let it play out because I can't take the snakes out their pocket.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to either. I don't know how to handle a snake.
Oh my God.
I'm not afraid of them, like to see them, but I would definitely, in the wild, I would not know what to do.
So what does that say about me if a snake is my least favorite?
I don't know.
Well, it has to say something about me. I mean,
Maybe.
I would imagine that's like almost like biblical. Like, like
a
the
little.
story of the Bible, the snake is the original sin. It says eat the apple. Snakes are sin.
Right.
Humans are afraid of snakes because snakes are, snakes slither in the grass.
They do slither.
They slither and they sneak.
Are you
Snakes
a
are
sneaky person?
Maybe I'm a snake. Maybe I'm a snake. Right. I'm a snake. Fuck.
I like the idea of a scorpion too. Like,
I kind of like the idea of being a snake.
but
How does a snake go?
go? Like, I don't know.
I think it's like that, right?
A little.
Because the tongue goes out, but then it flips.
Yeah, but it flips a little.
But first there's a hiss, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do both at once.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
Oh, dude, I'll be a snake one day. I could be a good snake. I'm slithery, and I slither through the grass.
What makes a good snake?
You have to bite. You have to sneak up and bite.
And bite.
Yeah, and snakes are deceptive. So maybe I'm deceptive.
Maybe.
Maybe everything is a ruse.
It's
a lie. I'm a snake.
Look
I
at
like
you.
this. I could go somewhere with this.
You can. Everything is.
There's
a
something.
ruse.
There's something there.
We're gonna have to change that S into a snake.
Yeah, right. Good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do some snake merch.
There you go.
It's hard to explain though. Be like, no.
No one's gonna get it. But
No
they
one's
don't
gonna
need
get
to. Like, they
I'd be
don't
like,
need
you're,
to.
you're your least favorite animal. That's how I'd have to explain it every time. Don't you get it?
You just gotta be your.
That would be a
worst
fun
animal you
exercise.
hate.
It would bring up that conversation. Like if anybody ever asked me what does the snake mean,
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, what's your least favorite animal?
What's the animal
I could
you
always
hate?
bring it out of them.
It's the one animal that you cannot stand.
Because I couldn't stand a snake. I also can't stand like little bugs, like
See,
oh
but-
mice. Like if there's but that's really a mouse in my house. Because if it's outside, I don't care. Whereas I feel like if it's something like a snake anywhere, I'm like, get this thing the fuck away from me.
Well, yeah, like I wouldn't want it near me.
But I mean, if I see a snake outside, I'm like, I don't want to be anywhere near where that snake is.
Yeah,
Whereas if I
that's
see like a
true.
bug outside, I'm like, nah,
It's just a bug.
It's just a bug.
See, I hate bugs, but only in an enclosed space.
Same thing with spiders, right?
Yeah,
And now that I
like,
think about it, if I
you
see a
don't
spider
care.
anywhere, I don't really care. Whereas if I see a snake anywhere, yeah, I kind of do care. Because if I see a spider outside, I'm like, that spider's on that web right here in this tree right next to me. It's on its web.
House.
It's his house. Whereas a
But-
snake, I'm like, where's the snake's house?
Snakes in an enclosed space anywhere or outside, it's still not a
They're always
friendly
scary.
place. Yeah.
How about on a plane?
Oh. Actually, that's fine.
Snakes on a plane is like a really funny horror concept because it is scary.
It is. That
Get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking plane.
it's the best line delivered ever. But imagine that. Like, I would actually. That would be the worst way for me to die. Actually,
Snakes on a plane.
Yes, I used to think it was drowning. Now it's snakes on a plane for sure.
See, I think it's a primal fear for me. Like that's why I pick snakes because I think that would
be
be
a terror for me.
I've never even been on a plane, so just imagine that my first plane flight,
both.
and then there's a bunch of snakes. That would actually be the worst possible thing.
That would be a horrible scenario, having to experience both at the same time.
I'm getting scared just thinking. I'm not even joking. That's scaring me. I'm getting scared.
Well, just don't dream about it.
Like, I'm actually thinking about it. That's terrifying. Like, that's one of the, because that's like two of my fears. And then if a tornado was there too.
Snakes in a plane, tornadoes.
Or at least going through a, like, turbulence, right? So you're going through a storm.
That would be horrible.
The plane's going.
Yeah.
And then you got, like, these snakes
And
going around at the
does
bottom.
that one little drop all of a sudden, and all the snakes go
Stop.
up,
That's
and then they
scaring me.
fall.
Shut up. Maybe we nosedive for a second. You know? The snakes start flinging around because the plane's flinging around. Oh my
The plane
god.
starts to do that zero gravity training thing.
In the background.
Everybody's just floating now.
Everything's kind of floating. In the background here, tornado sirens
You're
going
like,
off.
"Fuck."
Oh, dude, everything's going wrong. Oh yeah, that would scare the shit out of me. That might actually be the worst possible
That
thing.
would be a horrible scenario. to
Or
live
like seeing
through.
a shark.
But
I
see-
actually think being in the water with a shark would also probably be terrible. But really, any sea creature, it doesn't even have to be a shark. Sea creatures are just
Honestly,
kind of scary.
That scares me a lot. Like at the ocean scares the shit out of me. Like
That's how, okay. So
And being
that's
able
actually
to
probably my
see-
second big fear.
like being just able to see into nothingness where it starts to turn into dark blue underwater.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
So we share that one. I'm
I've
glad we can
done-
share that one.
I've done scuba diving and
How deep do you
go? Not very deep. Like it was just like literally like pool training and whatever.
In the ocean?
But no, I did it in a pool first. In the ocean, it was just the little like you go probably. I want to say probably the this deep, like the room tallness.
Oh.
So it's not horrible.
That's not horrible at all.
No, and you're just like doing a little bit of scuba there, and then you can see out.
Yeah.
You're far enough where it starts to turn deep, dark blue, and you're just kind of like, what if something starts heading towards you? Like
Right.
that's where my mind goes. I'm like, it's coming towards me, whatever it is. There's nothing there, but still, I start imagining things coming towards me, and it's creepy as fuck.
Dude, the ocean, you don't know.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Ah.
It could be there or under you.
Or under you.
It's under
I mean,
you
not
that I
there
think
because I could
about.
actually see it, but still.
I mean, have you ever seen those videos of like the most rare sea creatures, like the rarest
Yeah.
jellyfish or anything like this? And it's just like
Those scare the fuck out of me because you think someone just made those up and it's not.
they're like aliens.
Yeah.
They look like actual real life, and they might as well be. I
Right.
mean, you've only seen them, what, 4 times on camera? And this is from the 60s until now.
Right.
So really, there's probably so many of these sea
a lot
creatures.
of times they're like, oh, we haven't seen this one rare animal in like the past 20 years. And all of a sudden it shows up out of nowhere and you're like,
Where is it? Yeah.
how did we not know this existed?
That's why I believe in Bigfoot, boys and girls. But no, like,
Ooh,
really,
I do too.
I want to believe. I want to believe.
I think it does exist.
You do you really?
Heck yeah.
So, like, do you think that Bigfoot is there and just like nobody's really seen it with the camera? What do you think's
think
going
that
on?
people have seen him, but he's one of those creatures that does live in between the two dimensions.
Oh, so you think he's like Mothman?
Yes.
Where it's like he's an interdimensional being
Yes.
that's like between the third and fourth dimension.
Mhm.
And he fades in and out of our existence
Yes.
and reality. And so when people see him, perhaps if I was to present myself to you in the fourth dimension,
Mm-hmm.
this is an exercise for the listener, right?
Yeah.
Only you would see me
Mm-hmm.
because that's how I can manipulate the fourth dimension.
Mm-hmm.
I can make it so only you can see me. And this guy over here can't see me, and this guy over here can't see me. This is like food for schizophrenics, by the way.
I know. Love
But
it.
I actually think that makes, like with UFOs, you could think about it that way too. Perhaps the UFO is a fourth dimensional thing, and the reason that people even perceive it differently and it's so hard to capture on a camera is because it's not even entirely in our dimensional
Right,
sometimes.
so-
Maybe it's a fourth dimensional object, and so it's harder to interpret through a camera.
Yeah.
It looks different than what you think you might be looking
Yes.
at, which is hard to
'Cause then
perceive
also
in the third
we
dimension.
complete things with our brain
Right.
to make it more rational.
I mean, have you ever heard the depiction of like, okay, so a 2D space is a square. So you just got
Right.
the square and you got the triangle on top. So a house. 3D is now you've got
A
the
cube.
inside of this house. And if you think about it, if you were to slice the house into 2D layers, you could go through the entire house and it's always the same shape. It's always gonna be the same shape. If you do it through a circle, though, it might be different, right? Because let's say I have a circle and I'm going through it in a 2D space and it's a 3D circle. Okay. So if I'm going through this 3D circle, it's actually gonna look like it starts out like. I think it starts out big and then it gets tiny
more narrow.
and then it expands again. That's how it's going to look. And then think about what the fourth dimension would be compared to the third dimension, and that's how you'd perceive the fourth dimension. So it would look like something's actually fading through your reality is what it would look like.
Yes.
But that's so hard to conceptualize. So I guess maybe Loch Ness Monster could be that too.
Yeah, I think like a lot of them are. Who knows?
It's
just mostly Bigfoot. I don't really care for Loch Ness.
But you really think Bigfoot? See, I want to believe Bigfoot, but Bigfoot just seems so. Maybe it's just been discredited by these people who've come along and ruined it, and maybe there is something to it. Because I think like there's cougars that get spotted in northern Michigan.
Right.
You don't see them all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's so many animals out in the wild that you're like, oh, okay, it's there, but then you don't see it for however long, and then you have these that come up and they're like, oh, we thought it was extinct, and all of a sudden there's like 3 of them or whatever.
Bigfoot would be so cool.
That would just be such a cool animal to, well, not animal, whatever he is in between.
I want to see Bigfoot. I want to see Bigfoot at least once. I think Bigfoot would hopefully Bigfoot would be like a half human, like almost like a primitive human type of thing. Yeah. That would be the ideal thing.
That's
you find
like
a primitive human, and it would just throw everybody through for a loop. They'd be like, "What?" It would be like that one. Remember when they did that TV show based on the TV show, the commercials?
Yes,
like the cavemen show.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. They would just act like those cavemen, and it would almost be like comical.
What was the name of the show that did have a Bigfoot? It was like a sitcom in the 90s.
I don't know. I didn't know they did a show. I remember they did the Jack Link's commercials.
Oh, but there was a show
Sasquatch, but
with a Sasquatch. It was like
messing with Sasquatch was the thing. I'll look up Bigfoot show.
Let's see.
It can't be hard to find. Bigfoot. Now I feel like it's a race. I think you're gonna beat me. Harry and the Hendersons.
Yep.
Which aired from 1991 to 1993. He's a cute little. He's a cute Bigfoot.
Yep.
Man, that must have taken a bunch of time to put on that makeup.
A lot of prosthetics and stuff, and then the whole thing.
Looks like they gave him a wiener.
Yep.
Nice. It's a whole show. They did a movie too.
Yep, there's a movie too.
You gotta respect something like this. All right.
I had forgotten about it until right now.
What's that?
I had forgotten about that show until
Harry
now.
And the Hendersons. That's some street knowledge.
Well, I lived through it.
I don't know a lot of those good 90s classic sitcoms or shows. I feel like I missed out on that whole era because I'm born 1998.
Okay.
And I just feel like I never really had that watching all the... I never just watched all those shows.
That's how I learned English. So that's literally...
Really?
I moved to California when I was 3 years old. And that was what was on like 1990 through like 95.
Wow.
So I saw all those sitcoms, Disney Channel.
And you learned English
through
those.
And that's how I learned English.
So like you didn't understand what they were saying at first and then you learned to understand it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I just watched it the whole time, and sometimes TV was the babysitter, so that's what I would watch.
like which shows in particular?
Any 90s sitcom. I mean, anything between Step by Step, Full House, obviously, Boy Meets World, Doogie Howser. What's it called? The other one. There was one about a family in Wisconsin. Was it Step by Step? Yeah, that was Step by Step. Family Matters, for sure.
I've heard that watching shows in general, like, I've heard that, like, you put the subtitles on of your language, but you watch it in their language, and that's a good way to learn.
Yeah.
I think, or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you...
I think either one is helpful.
Yeah.
Because if you're able to read it, you're associating the words to the sound.
Exactly.
So if it's in English and I'm reading it in Spanish, as I'm hearing it, I'm associating the words. So then that helps a lot.
Yeah. Because I just get... I feel like every time I've tried to do that, where I watch a Spanish sitcom or I watch something in Spanish and I just read the captions, it just goes so fast. I can't even keep up.
You gotta be able to read really quick.
And I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but I can't even keep up. Or like, you know, and then I think like, damn, you guys must be really good at listening, because I would miss so many of these words. Like, you know, it's like a lot of the time in Spanish people just talk rapid fire like this. They just talk really quick like this and then they're done. And it's like, whoa. And that's like the normal speech pattern with Spanish. It's like, I'm just going to speak with this real quick and then I'm done.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you about this and then I'm done. And I hope you heard me because you know what I said. And that's it and that's it and that's it. And it's like, whoa. And they just hit you with all that stuff really quick. And you're supposed to hear every single syllable and every single thing.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And everyone talks different, like at different speeds, I feel like. Because like I know my friends, like my Puerto Rican friends talk really quick when they're talking in Spanish.
Yeah, right.
My Argentinian friends also very much a little bit quicker. But, well, not even quicker. It's just more like singing almost to me. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And
like
then I feel like, well, not because we're perfect, but Mexicans don't. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But we don't have this. We feel like we don't have the same accent as everybody, the rest of Latin America.
I'm pretty sure everybody thinks their accent is like secretly the best.
Absolutely.
I've always thought that. I've always thought like, because I remember growing up, I thought like, well, my accent's like the clear normal one. Duh.
You're like, yeah, I got the Midwest accent. That's
the
normal.
Normal accent.
It's neutral.
Neutral. And I just feel like everybody's probably got that to some extent.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, everybody else sounds weird. I'm the normal one.
Even with like, I mean, just within English, like you're like, you know, you have your Southern, your Northeastern, and Western accents, and Midwesterners do think like, no, ours is neutral.
I don't know why that sound, because I still, that idea resonates with me for some reason, but it's not. Like, it sounds flat to me. Midwestern sounds flat. Whereas the other ones sound like there's more intonation, but I'm sure that's just my bias being a Midwesterner. Because like even a more like Massachusetts accent, like isn't Massachusetts and Boston a little bit more like that? Like there's more a bit affect on that, which maybe that's flatter. Maybe to them that's clear. Like that's actually clear. Like I think Southern, I think if you talk Southern like this, I think if you talk like this long enough, it would just sound normal. I don't think there would be anything to it. I don't think I would be thinking I'm talking a certain way. I think I just talk like this, and I'd wonder why you are acting weird if I'm talking like this. You're acting like I'm being a freak. You're being a freak, and honestly, I don't even want to talk about that. So you know, I think that'd be normal.
Yeah.
Like, if you do it long enough, I think, and it's also probably why you adapt accents when you live places long enough.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or like actors go crazy and change their voice. It's because once you talk a certain way,
like that long, it kind of sticks. The other day I did an exercise with my friend about accents specifically. I don't know, it was just like we were in the podcast that I have with my co-host, we were just like making stuff up, and he was like, okay, how would this sound? And I started doing an accent of what I thought Northern Mexico would talk like. And I couldn't get out of it for like a good minute. I was like, now I keep hearing it, and it kept sounding like that.
What does it sound like?
I can't even do it anymore.
I really wonder.
I'm just thinking like, it was like a very specific, like rich upper northern Mexican kind of like there's like a specific subculture there of like rich people that talk with a certain intonation in their Spanish. Y suena un poquito así. And that's kind of like me trying to say it, and that's horrible. And then I just got stuck there. And I couldn't get out of it. I'm like, how do actors, like professional actors, do it, like where they go back and forth sometimes?
What I always think is hard about voices, like with impressions, is I always find like if I get one voice right, I'll always find that it bleeds into the other one. I'll always get stuck on one voice, and it's hard to separate the voices in your mind, right? Like you'll find, like if you get one good, you'll start to do the same thing with the other one. And what makes voices distinct is that they're all different. And like, also I suck at impressions. Also I think I suck, but I just think it's funny to do them. But like, and I think they're all kind of, like a good impressionist would tell you that there's a lot of things that are similar about voices, but it's always picking up those little things. And I think a bad impressionist is unbearable, like because they're just not able to do that, you know? Like I wish I could do a good example, but I just don't. Like I mean, it's the obvious one. Everybody does like a Trump. And so I think everything kind of becomes Trump if you keep doing other ones. Like my Jordan Peterson will become Trump, right? 'Cause Trump is like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's about going slow and deliberate and really thinking things out. You know, we thought a lot about this, and we pondered over it for a long time, didn't we? Yes, we did. We actually pondered about this. See, I gotta can't be Kermit because Kermit is up here. Kermit is like this. So you go down. So the thing is, we pondered about this for a long time, and we actually tried to figure out what is the point of America, because America's good, but America's not great, and we want to make it great again. So how do you do that? What is great? And what is good? Exactly what is good. Very smart man. This man was a professor. They canceled him. Can you believe it?
That's crazy.
So I got those ones.
Impressions.
Thank you. I got those two. So I can separate those two. The one I'm trying to get down is Morgan Freeman, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do Morgan Freeman because I think when I do it, I think I'm doing a bad impression, and I think it's good, but I actually think it's bad. All right, so you tell me.
Let me see.
Because it's like
if I close my eyes, will I imagine?
Yeah, but let me. There's like the word you.
All right. In the.
Oh, dude, fuck. Yeah, I completely. Let me find like the root word to it, and I'll give you my best Morgan Freeman if I just remember.
Let's see.
If I remember, because you know how it goes with these things. You just have to remember how it starts, and then you can. Do you got any impressions for me? You got any at all?
I wish I could.
I wish you could whip one out on me.
I'm trying to even think of what I would be able to do, and I can't.
Personally, I almost think they're embarrassing.
It's one of those things that I have not been able to incorporate into my stand-up at all. Like I just kind of do. The one time I had an impression, an impression joke, I literally just talked again in my regular voice.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of made that the punchline. Like they actually sound just like me.
Oh, you set it up like an impression.
So it was just stupid, and no, I can't do it.
This cat.
All right, what am I saying?
Look at this.
All right. No, all right. Look at this cat here.
See, I'm fucking it up though.
Okay. There is a cat right there.
See, I'm not there right now.
I don't think
had
it's
it one
there
day.
yet, but you'll probably get it. I mean, you're decently good at it.
Here, a beautiful, majestic creature. She flings her ears around, wondering,
Oh, there's
what
that.
will I eat? Where is my litter box?
There
That,
is my litter.
my friend, is a cat.
See, it was close. It's like
Close, yeah.
All right. So when you wake up,
it's not at all. It's not at all it. I'm actually you know what I'm kind of doing.
is like Batman. 'Cause
Yeah,
Batman
you're
is
getting
in
to-
here. This is Batman. Batman stripped out here. Batman has no voice.
Batman hurts. I don't know how to do Batman and not have it hurt. I think it's supposed to hurt.
Yeah, 'cause
When
it's
I'm,
like back
when
there.
I'm Batman, I'm like this.
I think that's how you do Batman.
That's really good. I commend anyone that can do impressions because I'm always like, I wish I could. I'm just not good at it. I haven't even tried
you
much.
can't do accents either. You never like try to do an accent.
Trying not to. In Spanish, I do a lot more. But,
Yeah.
But in English, I've never even tried.
I always think it's funny to watch somebody who's got like a thicker accent try to do an English accent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you have a Midwestern accent if you were to try to do it?
No, I thought I already had a Midwestern accent.
No, I don't think it's like strong mid. I think it's Midwestern for the most part.
Right.
But I think like if you were to do like full on Midwestern, you would be like, maybe it is Midwestern.
I don't know. That's what I thought.
Say, I'm gonna wash my clothes.
I'm gonna wash my clothes.
Yeah. Well, there's a little spice in it, man.
Yeah.
You got a little spice in your voice.
I do have a little bit of an accent either way, but I don't.
think it's buried in there. Yeah, because like, when I think about like when I talk to my Spanish coworkers, I almost like I'll bend my like hola amigo, ¿cómo estás? Like I'll say it like that, which I almost feel like I'm bending my accent towards. Like I'll literally say his name like Isaac. Hola Isaac, and I'm not gonna say Isaac because to him it's Isaac.
Isaac,
so of course I'm gonna say Isaac, but then you start saying like ensalada, like salad, para tú, for you amigo. You know, you start mixing it all up, and it all just becomes the same eventually. So that's like the closest I get to my Spanish accent.
Oh, I don't have accents. I wish I did. It's like one of those things that I would want to incorporate into my comedy in
I think
general.
you could do it. I think if you really feel that way, you just have to practice.
Yeah, it's more of a practice thing, and I need to lean into it a little bit more.
The thing is, it's embarrassing, dude.
Yeah,
because you're gonna
but-
sit there in a room by yourself.
I mean,
and just
talk like this
That's
for an hour.
Kind
just
of the
try to
point
get
of it to get him. It's embarrassing, but you gotta get rid of that and just do it.
Exactly. Well, I
'Cause
think it's like
otherwise-
I think though the thing about accents and voices, the people who are professionals will tell you like you do want to practice.
Yeah,
you do want to sit
absolutely.
there by
You don't
yourself
wanna-
and just try to figure it out.
Yeah. You know, I should do it more in my improv. Like that way I can get away with it a little bit better.
Yeah, and I
'Cause then
think
could
characters
do
come out
that.
naturally.
Yeah, so then I could actually do more character work. And I just recently started doing that, so I don't really. That's why I'm not used to it. I think I always
What,
see it.
improv?
Yeah. So I feel like I've seen comedians do it a lot, and I'm like, that's amazing that they can do that. How did they get into it? But now I kind of like that I've been doing improv more. Like I feel like I can come up with a character at some point.
I think improv is really good for just broadening your entire perspective on like, because I think one of the things improv will teach you is you kind of want to be ready for anything.
Yeah.
Just in case. So just in case your character happens to be a Russian
Yeah.
scientist from, Siberia who is 90 years old, who can barely walk, and he has the cure for zombies.
Yep.
So
Of course, he is going to talk like this, and the cure is over there on the table. My back.
just give him.
You
Gotta have
got right
some.
into it.
But I feel like that's how it's got to go. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, you're not fully committing to the character. And the problem is when you don't know an accent. That's why it's good to be ready.
True,
Just
yeah.
like I don't think I know as many accents as I think I know.
I don't know that
Like you said,
many.
there's so many different Spanishes.
Yeah.
even. Like you can do different types of Spanish.
I lean into it in Spanish more because I grew up speaking the language.
and I'm
I
sure
can-
a lot of Spanish speakers, they all know exactly
Yes,
what's going on.
There's those references.
Yeah.
Now I do primarily comedy in Spanish too, so that's why I think that
Yeah.
I've developed it more in Spanish, and in English I haven't really tried it as much.
Right.
And it's just recently, since I started doing the improv course that I'm in, like I started, since it's bilingual, we do it in English and Spanish, and I go back and forth, so I kind of have that liberty of going back and forth, and actually been trying a little bit more to do more jokes in English than in Spanish in general.
Yeah.
And even impersonations or getting into random characters,
Yeah.
so that I can do that more in my stand-up now.
Do you find that translating your jokes from Spanish to English, like you were saying before, like is it like certain ideas don't translate
Oh,
and
yeah.
you have to find a different way to word jokes a lot of the time?
Yeah,
Or you even have to
both
break down a whole
ways.
joke and change
Yeah.
it?
Both ways, absolutely. Like I think I just have to think about like what would be like more colloquial way of saying it so that the punchlines will land.
Right.
If there's a specific punchline that's just a word, you have to find the right word, because it may not just, the literal translation might not hit as good in
Yeah.
either way. So whether it's Spanish to English or English to Spanish. I think most of my jokes I do think of them in English though, which is weird. And then I translate them to Spanish. And that's when it takes me a little bit longer to find the funny in that. It's
Really?
yeah, because in Spanish it's harder to make people laugh in Spanish. And
Why?
we're just very empathetic people. We just don't want to laugh unless it's really funny.
Huh.
Like I've had audiences where I have to crack them to actually get them laughing. It takes so much work.
Yeah.
So much work, because they'll just go, that's funny. It's like being in an open mic with all comedians that don't laugh, but this is just a regular show,
Yeah.
and it's everybody's like that, no
Yeah.
matter what.
And that's just because they feel like laughter is almost disrespectful.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that, and there's also a little bit of like, I know that's wrong to laugh at, and I don't want others to judge me about laughing about that, because we are also very judgmental people, and we will crack jokes about you laughing about something else. So
Right.
yeah,
That's true.
so then I don't want to show weakness. So I'm gonna not
Right.
crack. So it takes a lot of work. I mean, we get there, and you do get your audiences there, but I think that it's very difficult. Like the first time I ever did stand up in Mexico in Spanish, I did it in my hometown of Guadalajara, and I bombed so bad for a week, going from open mic to open mic, bombing with jokes that had already been worked out here in Chicago, and I could get rooms laughing like nothing.
Yeah.
Same joke over there. and no one would laugh. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to go even worse than this. Like, I already talked about how my grandma had 7 kids, and now every time she walks, like, it sounds like people are clapping, and they won't laugh. And I'm like, why are they not laughing at this? It worked. It killed in Chicago. And over there, it's like crickets.
And so you had to what? Just like make it even more.
Go further and further into the joke and just go worse and worse until finally...
Yeah, because like the first thing I imagine is like, okay, they're not laughing, so maybe I just need to start do something wild, you know, just start making the clap sound for them, start dancing around on the stage,
something,
clapping
right?
while I dance.
I don't know.
Get their attention.
It's difficult, but it taught me a lot.
Yeah,
that
sure.
1 week.
Well, and I mean, like it's also like traveling around. Crowds are gonna be so different, right? So like people, I think you stay in one place doing comedy, you don't really realize material just doesn't translate. Like that's language to language, but even place to place, right? Like the stuff you do here in Chicago doesn't work across the states, let alone in a different country. Like a lot of the I don't think people realize how much of their material relies on the area they're surrounded by. You know, like take that to London or somewhere. Like how universal is it really?
Exactly.
Can you break it down and still make it funny? Because a lot of the time it's like, you know, they have no idea. Like a lot of time you're talking about like current events or like topics that only Americans would know about. Like unless you're somebody who is really good at like keeping it kind of universal. It's hard not to get too far into the specifics, especially if you are performing at open mics and shows in a city that everybody knows what this place is and this neighborhood is. And so you can mention it and everybody laughs, but like you couldn't go to Texas and mention that local neighborhood. And I just feel like people, I feel like you see it a lot where it's, I just imagine, I think that a lot where I'm thinking, that's good here, but could you then just copy and paste that and put it in these other places? And a lot of the time you really can't.
Yeah,
and sometimes it makes it better, but a lot of the time I feel like it almost takes away because you I think in entertainment in general, there's a certain magic to the universal and like keeping things sort of like it makes us all feel like we can tap into that universal feeling of it, you know?
I think it's like it's difficult for sure, but I think the ones that do it and pull it off, I mean, it's very magical to see because I still struggle with that. Like, especially like trying to do it in both languages is just difficult.
How long have you done comedy for?
I started in 2019 in English and 2020 in Spanish.
Okay.
So it's been about 6 years.
So English for a year and then Spanish and then both obviously after that. Why'd you do English first? Just because?
I was doing paint and sip classes. I was an artist, so I had people listening to me already. So I treated every single class like an open mic. Because I would have a room full of women in their 40s doing paint and sips, and I would crack jokes in between each step. And once I started getting laughs, I was like, this is addicting, this is fun. And it just started writing my own jokes. And then I actually took a stand-up course, and I was like, oh, okay. So then I just actually like... It just I liked it. I was like I didn't have to go to mics because I was like I have an open mic every day.
What did the stand-up course teach you exactly?
Just more like about the structure and stuff.
That
was really all it was an online course. So
it helped you a lot with like figuring out how to tell a joke?
More like understanding like how to write them, if anything.
Because
I thought I was being funny on stage already, and sometimes people would laugh, sometimes it would be cringe, and I'll just be like or whatever. But kind of like I said, like literally it was 2 hours of people already listening to me no matter what. So I was like, well, I gotta make it a little bit interesting. And I started making jokes.
See, I've just learned that like some people are naturally funny and some people it's just like it's interesting watching them try to adapt because like or they're funny but they don't know how to adapt it to comedy. Like it's just an interesting thing because I think being funny and just talking is one thing, but then being funny and like crafting a joke is a whole other thing.
It's completely different.
And you know, like I know people who are legitimately funny and they'll just make me laugh. But if I were to like, if they were to do stand up, they're gonna have a really hard time because they don't really know what it is to tell a joke.
Right.
You know, like okay, I have a friend who keeps trying to do stand up, and he said he's gonna go on stage and he's gonna say, sorry guys, I know I talked about feet too much last time. You know, that was kind of a problem. And so I said to him, you should say, I know we got off on the wrong foot.
Right.
That's the perfect thing to say.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh my God, you're so funny. How do I never come up with this stuff? And then that's what I'm saying. That's his problem. He just talks and never has a punchline.
There's no
He doesn't
punchlines.
understand that like it's that easy.
Yeah.
Like literally he's just not telling jokes.
It's just arranging
He's
the words.
so close.
Yeah.
Because really, it does come off as therapy unless you just throw a couple jokes in there. And then you can kind of just get away with talking about it. It's like, oh, yeah, guys, this guy cut me off in traffic today. What an asshole. I mean, the last time I saw an asshole that big, I think I was getting a colonoscopy. It's literally that easy.
True.
But he doesn't do any of that.
It's just like rearranging the words a little bit.
I think it's my gift. I think I've learned, like, my brain just thinks in puns and, like, word jokes.
Okay.
I think that's, like... But I think I'm just ultimately deep down, I'm scared of failure. Like, I thought about it this deeply. I was like, you know what? It would probably actually help my career if I just said I was a comedian and maybe did it like a couple times. Then I could just say that, you know, and just get away with it. But I think I'm deep down, I'm scared because Ruse has never bombed before. And that's an opportunity for me to bomb.
Okay.
I can bomb at comedy. I won't bomb at music. Comedy, I can bomb.
Comedy, you can bomb.
Easy. Because I know I'm funny. But maybe they won't agree. I think that's how it's gonna go.
Huh, interesting.
I would bomb gracefully because I believe in myself that much, but it might become a problem in comedy. That's what I've learned. In comedy, that's a bad quality. In rap,
Apparently.
it's great. In rap, it's good. In comedy, it's like that crazy belief in yourself can actually be bad sometimes.
I guess so.
Every now and then, you'll meet a guy. There's a couple people I know who they bomb all the time, but I think they really don't know
They're
that they bomb
bombing.
it. They think it's going good.
You think so?
Yes, I think so. I think
don't
sometimes
know.
they're in denial, but most of the time they're in denial. But every now and then you'll meet the guy who's like, "Oh no, he
God.
really doesn't know he's bombing at like in his world. This is going good."
Like I've seen people bomb like that too much. I'm like, you gotta know, right? Like they know, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me deep
Sometimes they don't
down, like
know.
thinking like they know, but they just trying to play it off as nah, I'm good.
Yeah, because I think it's that a lot of the time. But I think some people really are just delusional.
I
dude.
I do feel like I know someone like that. Now that you think about it, and I had to. So I also do this like game night hosting, and I'm a host for that, and we have a co-host usually. And at this thing, we swapped, and they were hosting, and I was co-hosting for them, and it was like as a stand-up comedian, I feel like I can do fairly quick witted jokes here and there and keep people entertained. He was doing surveys, and in his brain, he was doing great. I mean, amazing. And jokes were landing, and I was just like, you really think this is amazing? Like, you really do. Like, this is like, you believe in yourself, buddy. It's it's the only person that every time I'm like, I work with them, I'm like, you really are not a great host. I need you to get off, please.
Yeah, it's painful. It actually kind of hurts because you want everyone to succeed. If you're like me and you've got your mother in you, you see the star in everybody. You want everybody to feel special.
Yes.
And that's the problem. Is like, you know, and I think like the problem with like producing and picking hosts and all that is you have to start looking at your friends like objects. I really think that's the big problem. You really just want to be nice to everybody, but you have to kind of objectify people if you really want to have a good show.
Yeah. I am as a producer, I am the worst. And sometimes people ask me, and I've had to say like just straight up like, no, you suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, have you told people they suck?
I have.
I don't think I would say. I think I would be nice
like,
about it.
Not in that exact tone, but I will be like, how about you make it to my mic, or how about you do this, or I'll suggest something, and then I'll be like, maybe next time I'll have you. Because I did get asked recently to curate a comedy show, and I was just like, and someone messaged me, and they had done comedy for probably maybe 2 months, and I was like, I love the enthusiasm, don't give up. But I knew they were not show ready. Like,
that is a nice way to say it.
I was like,
I love the enthusiasm, don't give up.
Like, keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, because the thing is, like, I just think it's I think it's up to you as like a person who's producing a show to make the best show.
Yeah, like,
and it comes across as just throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks when that's what you're doing. Like if you are just going to give anybody who comes along an opportunity, it just sucks when it is your buddy or it is somebody you know personally.
I think that's when it sucks a little bit more.
Yeah, because you don't want to tell them no.
Right.
And I'm a pushover. I am a huge pushover,
Oh,
so
no.
I really struggle. I really just want to tell everybody yes.
I'm not a pushover at all with that because
Yeah.
I've been doing so comedy. It's been 6-7 years, give or take. But I'm a visual artist. I went to college for that, and I went to a visual and performing arts high school. So I've done art for a long time. So curating a show to me is like secondhand kind of thing, whether it's for visual arts or for a performance art now, because I kind of feel like I want to put a good something together.
Yeah.
Regardless of, you know, whether people are going to come or not, I want to be proud of what I'm presenting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've had shows like in art where people will be like, can I submit? And I'll be like, yeah, you can submit. Doesn't mean you're going to be on the wall. So same with comedy. I'm like, you can submit and
Yeah.
I'll decide. I'll curate it.
But I think like if someone's your friend, there's this weird thing, especially if they've booked you before. There's always this weird thing, like, oh, are we like? I don't know. Don't you?
I don't know.
Don't you really? And like even if they don't say it, I always get this weird energy, like, oh, they kind of think. Like since because I think also like it's just if you're known as a person who does things, like if you're the person who has the show, if you're the person, I think it's what happens. Like I've heard comics tell me like before they produce something, it was just kind of like normal. They would go to mics, they just pop up, but then all of a sudden they start producing and oh hi, nice to see you. And I think this is why people always greet me when I go to mics because I'm not the type of guy to say hi to everybody. I kind of just hang around and like that's just what I like to do.
Yeah.
And people will say hi to me, and I think it's because I'm like, oh, I'm the show guy. I'm the guy who has the show. And I think that's literally what it is. I think it's as simple as that. Like if I was, it's just any producer. You're gonna go up and you're gonna greet the producer because he runs.
He put
things.
this together.
He puts stuff together. Yeah.
I did get that this year recently. I started producing a show, co-producing with Adriana Ayala and my other friend Mijares. We do a monthly Spanish show at Babs.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Babs is a cool spot.
yeah, love Babs. Shout out to Emily. And after a year of doing it, so we just went on hiatus this month. But right before the last show, I got so many messages about like, hey, I heard about your show. I was like, yeah, it's been going on for a year. Where were you? And I finally experienced that, and I was like, oh, I get it. Like, I'm the producer now.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's going up to me.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I mean, and it's weird because like I've only done 2 of my Cash Bash shows. Next one coming, actually, I think as we record this, it's probably already happened.
Oh, cool.
But 7-Eleven, date is 7-Eleven, and it's just funny because even those 2, like more comics message me over the show than the podcast. Like I would get little like. Almost like pitches. Like I didn't know comics had a whole pitch that would be a little video. You send a whole like, hi, my name is this. This is my general availability. You can even check out my clip. Like we got this whole thing ready to go. I didn't realize like it's really like that out here. I actually respect them, and I think I need to follow suit. I think that's going to get Ruse booked a little more.
Oh yes, absolutely.
My problem is I don't message. I just wait for the life to happen to me. That's always been my method, and that's kind of not the way to do it.
I was like that too. I'll be honest, but now I'm more aggressive. Like I'll just go ask. I do.
No, you're right. Like that's my problem.
I have a little press kit set up already that says like, this is who I am. These are my clips. These are my headshots.
Have you seen my my roast battle thing?
Yes.
So I really think that's like the clip I would send. Like I think it's already there. I'm just an idiot. Like I think literally all I got to do is say, "Hey, I'll make a custom rap for your show. It'll fit the theme perfectly.
Absolutely.
I promise you. I've never bombed once. I won't bomb at your show. Here's a clip of me.
And you're
Ask
great at
anybody
what you do.
about me. They'll tell you I'm great." Literally, I think that's like the perfect
You're
pitch.
great at what you do. Yeah.
All right. Maybe I'll just go. I'll listen to this back. I'll type that out. Because I almost feel like I need to have that ridiculous level of confidence just for them to go, who the fuck is this guy?
Who is it? Yeah. That's how I get booked.
Yeah.
I don't go to mics. I'm too lazy to go to mics. So.
Dude, like, I really think, like, so what, you just, how many people do you think you message, like, regularly then?
Every so often, I think, like, in a, like, I want to say, like, I wouldn't say it's a huge amount. It's probably like if I remember and if I see a page or or someone starts following me because I have people in common or whatever from a show, then I'll be like, what is this show? And then I'll just message them.
Yeah, you just check out the show real quick.
Yeah, and then initially, and then and that's about it.
And how often do you get a response, would you say?
It depends. Not very
just
often.
Percentage-wise.
Percentage-wise, I would say a 10%.
That sounds about right.
Because
I would say it's the same with
lot.
podcast invites.
Okay.
I send out a shit ton of these.
Really?
Because I expect most people to not
Right.
even respond.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually gotten worse as I've gotten more successful.
Right.
Because now more people respond.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, I should send out less.
Yeah, it does happen when you gain popularity and you're in episode 300.
It changes. It literally, it scares me because I think like, oh, this is gonna get harder. Like before, I could just message anybody, just literally shoot it out at anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've learned like, oh, I kind of have to pick and choose.
Yeah,
It's like I was saying
bit.
before, like you
Yeah.
have to look at your people as objects
Like
a little
somebody
more.
to have.
Oh, I love this person, but do I really want to have them
Yeah.
on? I don't know. And that's
yeah.
like that's the way you have to think. It's almost like you're the king and you're cutting off people.
It is a
and
little
cutting
bit
off their
like that.
heads.
It's weird, but I'm not gonna lie. I love that little bit of power. To
Kind
be
of feels
honest,
kind of feels good. Kind of, Mama, I made it. You know, it's like, you know.
it's absolutely not helpful at all. But there's a little bit of power between them. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I love the feeling of making something good. Like, especially like this is great. I love the podcast, but really live events, I love the feeling of making a good live event. There's just nothing like it.
Yeah.
I really love it. Like every time I've produced a show and it's went well, I've felt incredible.
Yeah, you get a nice little this sense of accomplishment. You just made this happen.
Exactly,
Like,
and you brought all these people together.
Yeah.
Like that's different than creating a piece of content online. Like that brings people together, but in a different way. Where it's like, really, in real life, I made all this happen. I'm the reason that these 50 people are in the audience. However many people, I'm the reason that these performers are all here. I brought together this talent to curate this event that I made up. It's just this idea that I made up, and it's like the
Right.
power of your imagination. You can just make shit up and just make a show if you want. And then if you pay people enough, they'll show up. Some places will pay you to do the show.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
It happens.
It happens all the time. You know, so I just think it's like, I love the feeling of it. Because to me, it's like the purest creation can get. Is like I'm bringing everybody together in the purest form. We're all here right now on this
Yeah.
night for this show. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that so much, you know. And that's like, I'm always trying to figure out the best way to do it. How do you make the best show? How do you make the big Chicago show? You know, like that's what I've been thinking about for the longest time. What's the big Chicago comedy trifecta show where you can just take it all and blow it out the water? That's what Cash Bash
trying
is
to
supposed to
think,
be.
like,
I'm
okay.
hoping Cash Bash blows up. I can start giving away a Mercedes, a Tesla. We give away everything. It's music, it's comedy, it's wrestling, it's everything. We're gonna have everything
it's wrestling
there.
and everything. That'd be amazing. Actually.
Yeah, but at first it's got to start simple because
Right.
we can't throw everything at the wall at first. At first
Okay.
we just give away prizes. We treat it's a game show / giveaway show / comedy.
I've seen it. I follow you guys. So
Okay,
I
there you
remember.
go.
Yeah. You guys did what was it, like a Price is Right thing? No.
The Price I.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Who Wants to Be a Gorillionaire and The Price I. And
Okay.
it functions the same. Who Wants to Be a Gorillionaire is the beginning of the show.
Okay.
So the idea in my mind is like you're rewarding people for being there when the show starts. Rather than
Okay.
showing up late,
Yeah,
they're there
'cause
at the
then
beginning.
you're at the
And you're
beginning.
involved in the audience off rip. You're telling them, all right, so one random audience member we're going to pick from this hat, come up on stage, and then you have the sound effect guy playing
that's
Who Wants to Be a
cool.
Millionaire thing, like no. You know, ask the question. You do 3 questions. If they win, get the 3 questions right, they move on to the mid-show game, the Price
Okay.
I. So hopefully you get 2 people who
Keep them
pass.
engaged.
Otherwise it's random. Then you do everything else. You get to the mid-show game, the Price I. You have 3 items, and the first 3 items are just dollar store items.
Okay.
Second 3 items, Goodwill items. Third item, special item, right?
Okay.
And then obviously they're going to guess the price of these items without going over. If they guess the price right and they're the closest, they win the item.
Okay.
And then you have a winner of this game. And then at the very end of the show, $100 giveaway to one random person.
Oh.
Ideally, you have a sponsor or something like that. You can sweeten the pot. Maybe
Yeah.
3 winners. That's how I like it. So we have one $100 winner, then 2 $50 winners.
Okay.
'Cause, I mean, if you're pricing the tickets at like $20,
Right.
at least I should win 50.
Yeah.
But that's in my mind, like, and then that expands more and more and more. You could expand that any which way you
Yeah.
want to. And also what I like about it is I can work with any show I want to, like
Right.
Cash Bash X this,
Right.
because like I suggested to Teddy Hill, and he said maybe around 420. So like Cash Bash X Canna Besties, where you just give away a bunch of weed stuff.
Okay.
You adapt it to a theme, and then you give away
for
that stuff, and you could then ask weed questions for the who wants to
Right.
be. Just ask questions in the
Like
theme
just
of
in the
this.
theme of the
It's always a theme, right? And that's
Right.
the fun way to always change it up.
Cool.
But I think Chicago, and also you could film it, you post it online, because why
Yeah.
the fuck? Because I was thinking about this at first. I thought you probably shouldn't film this live show because comics don't want their material posted.
Right.
But then I thought, like, actually, I think I'm wrong. I think it's only like 10% of comics who really care about that, and most
Yeah.
of them just want content online.
I think a lot of us do. I mean,
They just want clips.
I used to think that way though, like for a little bit. Now I'm like, if it's out there, it's gonna be out there.
What I
And-
think you do is you film the whole show and you just tell the comics, if you don't want me to post your set, tell me now, because I'm going to post the whole
Yeah.
show and it's full. Because there's so many shows that are here in Chicago that just aren't filmed. And
Yeah.
that actually blows my mind.
Me
Because if
too,
we had
to
more
be
online
honest.
presence,
Absolutely.
we would be so much bigger.
Absolutely.
It's just that there's only a couple exclusive shows that
I
get
think
filmed.
so many people. Yeah, there's not a lot of
There's
them.
Roast Battle. There's Don't Tell.
Yeah,
There's Humboldt Jungle.
yeah, that's true. That's it that I can think of
think
too.
that's
Yeah, I can't think of any other one.
Laugh Factory has a fucking camera
Right.
on the stage.
Sanies
Just
also.
post it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why they're trying to
Comedy
be
Bar
exclusive.
also has them.
It would make more people come to the club
Right.
if you posted it
Because then
online.
people are looking it up, and then they're like, "Oh, where was this show
The
at?"
full show, though.
Yeah.
Like, because they'll post clips. I'm saying post the full thing almost every time. What do you have to lose? Like, I
don't
actually
know.
think it would put you on the map. But I think
think
there's
so.
this idea people have of like, oh, well, we don't want to give away the show for free.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you're not. You're gonna make more people. For example, somebody, Adam Ray? He did his
Mm-hmm.
whole Dr. Phil tour. He filmed the whole thing. He just posted all of it for free on YouTube, and obviously that didn't take away from Adam Ray.
Yeah.
It made more people want to go to his special.
Right.
Like, oh, that looks fun. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to that when it comes to my city.
I think
It's
that's
the same thing for any of these shows.
because you're gonna see everything anyway. So it's like you're gonna go and appreciate it regardless.
And that's
think.
what I think Chicago's not doing it, but I think LA does that. I think a lot of shows in LA just post it. Like, I think there's a bunch of these in LA where it's like there's that one where the crowd yells things at them, and then it's kind of like an on the spot stand up on the spot, I think is what
I
it
feel
is.
like
I
I've
wanna
seen
say that's
it,
LA.
but I don't know what it's called.
See, those ones are smart because another trick of it is if you can come up with a way for comics to do original material, that's the best
Right.
case scenario, because then no
Yes.
one cares about burning material. Like, Roast Battle's perfect.
Right,
Roast
because
Battle, you
they're
can
just writing for that
post.
specific thing.
Yeah.
And then it's not like, oh, I don't have to worry about it next time or whatever.
Or what if this goes on my special in 3
Right,
years
like-
and it wasn't good enough when I did it on Roast Battle? Yeah, but you never have to
My
think
thing
about
is
that.
always like people that think about it like that with the specials. I'm like, you're gonna say it different either way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it really matters. I think, and I
It
also
may-
think it's not as many people as you'd think it is.
Yeah.
Because when I first started going to open mics, and I don't do this anymore, I would film like a good 20 seconds of someone talking.
Right.
And nowadays I'll just do a quick little zoom. Because I learned that there is always that couple people who will say, "Oh, comics don't like when you film them," but I've learned it's only that couple people. That was what would happen. I would film a lot of comics at open mics, and it would only be every now and then a comic would actually be upset about it. I think
Like,
most comics
hey.
just think, "Oh, what the fuck? Who cares?
I really don't
But
care.
This
I'm
is all a
like,
dick joke anyway.
I
Who
want
cares?"
everybody to see me. Fuck it.
But every now and then you'll have somebody say like, "Oh, you shouldn't film me at an open mic because like that makes me look bad. Like that's undeveloped material. Like comics don't like that because it's just they're that's them at their worst." You'll always have that person who says that. But I think what happens is this is like a thing in life where the person who's kind of negative thinking, they
Yeah.
kind of speak for everybody else.
Right.
They like to say, "Oh, people don't like when you do this,"
Yeah,
but
yeah,
really
yeah.
they're telling you they
I
don't
don't
like when you
like
do that,
it.
and then the people they associate with also don't like when you do that.
Right.
But it's not everybody. They just think it's everybody.
Because like honestly, I post a lot. I now have a clip twice a week from anything stand up.
Well, dude, I think
Anything stand up.
comics who aren't doing that, they don't realize. Like, obviously, you don't want to like just post yourself not being funny. So
Right.
you want to be active enough to where you have clips of you making people laugh. Don't just post anything, but also just being consistent.
But
Just
even
showing
just,
people
like,
you're consistent.
Sometimes I have the same joke clip at
And that's
different
fine.
mics and different shows, but it's
Yeah.
the exact same joke. But if it killed, and I'll just repost it. And people probably heard it already, but whatever. I'm like,
I don't think
there's
that...
a whole bunch of like another like 20 to 30,000 people that didn't.
And again, I don't think it matters as much as people think it does. Like with my music, I could think that about a song. I could think, oh, this song I wrote, I've posted this song 200 times. What's the point in posting it another time? But let's be honest. Who the fuck has heard my song? How many listeners do I got on fucking Spotify? How many people are looking at me right now? Like, I'm gonna be honest, right? And I think that even goes for popular people. Like, just you should just never have this expectation that people are gonna care about everything you do. You should just always put the same amount of effort towards everything and just kind of just make it as good as it can be and just hope that people are gonna care because you care. And it doesn't matter if they listen to it or not. It just matters that it's good.
If you're providing good art and you're putting it out there.
Yeah.
Just be proud of it, and that's it.
And I think that's that terrible confidence that's going to make me a horrible comic. You know, I'm going to go out there and be like, no, you guys don't get it. That was funny. That Hitler joke was really funny. My Hitler joke is the best joke. I already know I would go dark. I would go dark so fast. And everybody like, Ruse, what the fuck, dude? Be like, guys, I thought this is what we were doing.
Isn't that
Isn't that what we do here?
Okay. I go with really dark jokes.
Do you have a dark joke?
I have a lot of them. Like usually, like my closing joke right now is about when my sister got shot at NIU.
Ooh,
so
that's good. See, that's like a real story, and that's a good closer if you build up to that, right?
So I build up.
You can't just say that right away.
And it's like I build up so much tension, and my whole set is mostly about like my mom's family dynamic of having a favorite kid. And then at the end, I talk about how she gets shot, but she's not even the favorite kid. So it's like a whole thing that I build tension up to. But I feel like every single I get mixed reactions. Like some people are very much like, yeah, that's funny because it's.
And what do the other people say?
That it's too soon.
Oh.
And I'm like, it's 18 years ago.
Well, also it's like your family member. Trauma. I feel like they can't tell you too soon if it's your family member.
Right. So I'm like. My trauma, my jokes.
This is a joke that this is because I have my little list here of my joke list. Now I think there's a way to make this funny. All right.
Okay.
How do I set this up? So like everybody here, I'm looking around this room, and I have to imagine we all hate pedophiles, right? Every single one of us hates pedophiles. Now, some of you might even want them to be physically hurt, to die. Now, I'm a peaceful guy. I don't think that that's what you should do. And I actually have been doing some research, and there's this place called Islam where this shit is legal. My idea is we take all these guys, we migrate them, all the pedophiles, to Islam. You say yay or nay, guys. There's a way to make that. It's almost there.
Almost there.
It's so close.
I can see it.
It's funny because that thought occurred to me one day. I'm like, oh, you just have to take everybody and just move. Like that would actually, it's legal. Like it's just the age of consent. Like literally, we just have to migrate these guys all out of this place. And actually, I think problem solved. And I think we can all agree on that. We don't have to hurt anybody. We just have to send them away to the country where, they're not viewed negatively. Who loses?
That is true, yes.
See, I like it because it's such a ridiculous idea, but it also makes you think, like,
like I didn't have to kill anybody.
We don't have to hang them. We don't have to do all that. We just have to send them. Because it doesn't have to, like, I think, where's all these countries? I know it's 13 in Mexico. Is that right?
No.
What is it? Where's it 13?
I don't know.
It's 13 in one of these countries you wouldn't think.
I'm sure.
Let me
think
find
Mexico had changed.
Age of consent. I think it's
consent
16
is older
maybe.
It
used to be.
Maybe
I'm thinking I think I'm thinking of the drinking age.
I'm like drinking age is 18.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
8, but not 21.
No, not 21. But even then, Mexico does have a history of
Argentina.
Consent not really being a thing in kidnapping. So that was like a thing. Like my grandparents,
I think I've heard about this.
Like the way they used to meet, or they would used to meet, and you get told like this like Cinderella story, but it would be like, no, I kidnap your grandma.
I heard about this.
Basically, what happens
when they're young or when they're older?
When they're young.
That's what I thought.
So it's kind of like it's not that so
how
much
young?
That it depends. Like I know, like for me, like my grandpa and got together with my grandma at a very young age, like 15, 16. So it's not, and
They
he
just
was
kidnap
and
each
he was
other.
20 something.
That's wild.
There's like a 10-year gap for sure. So, but that's that. Not that it was normal. It shouldn't have happened, but I think that it was more common to see that happen. But it doesn't mean it was like a legal age of consent either. It just kind of happened.
13 is Argentina,
Wow.
Burkina
really?
Faso, Niger, and Comoros.
Okay.
But in Niger, for homosexual couples, the age of consent is 21. For some reason.
Well, 21 seems
Why is it so different?
too old, but
If you're gay, you have to wait another 7 years.
because they think that you may change or grow out of it, probably.
They're already saying 13 is the start.
I don't know.
That whole thing is crazy. So, okay, so I'm just going to change my joke then, change my idea. Argentina. Let's just send them to Argentina. Because I don't think it's going any lower than 13.
It is strange.
There can't be a country with the age of consent lower than 13.
I wouldn't think so. You're right.
Maybe there is.
And you know what? The age of 13, I think is that new, or how long has that been in effect?
Argentina?
Yeah.
I guess that's a good question. Let's find out.
Because I
How long
almost
has that
feel
been
like
placed?
it's recent.
I
And I
don't-
know that's horrible to say.
How long has the age... You know, I should just talk into the thing.
I also like that this is what's going into your search history now.
It's probably the worst thing I could look up on Google. How long has the... I've just been looking up the age of consent for the last 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
How long has the age of consent been? Was it 13 in Argentina?
Yeah.
Asking the real questions here on Ruse Radio.
I only think that it's recent for some reason because of their current precedent, and that's what I'm worried about.
If you just lowered it to be
Yeah,
progressive, he's being
yes.
progressive. Why haven't they lowered it? This is somebody on Quora.
Maybe
Extremely.
just
Someone
don't
said, "I'm not sure
Google
why
it.
you've asked this to me, other than I happen to live in Argentina, but just a trio of thoughts on this as a non-lawyer. 1, extremely low is an opinion, and presumably based on that you live somewhere that wouldn't be acceptable." Oh, this is sassy.
Interesting.
See, he's saying you just don't get us.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is a wild take, right? This is just
Like,
on.
I'm
this,
sorry you're not cultured. Okay?
this is why I'm saying we have to send them there. Like, this guy is normal in Argentina. This is what I'm talking about. We just have to send them away where they fit in. Most of Latin America and most of Asia and Africa has lower ages of consent. Right, 12 to 16. So there you go.
I knew
So
that
that's what I
they-
thought. Latin America. So that's where I
Like,
had that idea.
Yeah, like I think you were in the right ballpark. Just
I was
horrible.
thinking of the wrong Latin American countries. Okay.
Yeah, but still horrible. That's ridiculous.
No, so, folks, let me caveat all this with I think it's all terrible. I just think it's
Wow.
the funny.
I just didn't know that it was that
that
like
it even-
lowered
it gets that
recently.
low?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what's crazy. No, that's why I think it's a funny
Wow.
joke, because you're
Oh, yeah.
addressing the reality of the
Yes,
fact that's even
absolutely,
real.
absolutely.
Like, and just the fact that you can't even wrap your mind around the fact it's still happening. Like,
Right.
you
that's
think
where,
we're
that's
in
where
the
I'm
future.
at right now. I'm like in shock that that's
Well, I mean,
a thing.
I was actually kind of shocked by that guy's answer to the question.
right. That
the
too,
question
because
is
he's more
literally,
like, I'm sorry you don't understand this. I'm doing the legal and right thing.
he's proving the point of my joke. I
Right,
thought
he
I was
really
just
is.
being funny.
No, he really is proving it because he's just like, I don't know about you guys. Wait till age 18 or 21.
Okay, let's see. Age of consent is broken into 2 parts in Argentina, and again, most of Latin America. The true age of consent for any sexual activity with any other person is 18. The 13-year-old age applies only to certain situations, such as 2 minors together or a minor and adult together where there's no coercion involved. If the minor and or his or her
Where
parents make a
there's
claim that the
no
sex was either non-consensual or coerced via manipulation or other reasons, then the age of consent no longer applies.
What?
And statutory rape laws apply instead. So the parents.
Got it.
It's saying that if you're 13, it depends what the parents say.
right. Like they could still give consent though. That's still weird.
Yep. Yeah.
Fucked up.
And
Latin
then
America.
especially if the parents like hook you up with somebody.
Right. Like what if they're using you? There says no coercion or whatever, but
Yeah.
you don't know what they're training.
And then again, as to why it's never changed, it's simply cultural, completely common in Latin America and many other parts in the world.
And that's where
And then they say, let's just face it, until Puritan morality got into the act, it was completely common in North America and Europe as well. So I don't know if that's true. Maybe that's true.
I mean, it could have been.
Oh, well, I guess if you're talking about like Native Americans.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And then also just in general, like
yeah.
trading of dowry and like
but then you get into the question of like
older people.
Are we the advanced society?
I don't know.
Are we the one that's figured it out, or is it the primitive society who was closer to nature who had it figured out? That's really what you're saying, because you'd be saying hell no when you need to have fucking laws if you're saying that we're the figured out society, which I think I lean towards that one. I think maybe like we're the more advanced.
Weird.
I just have never understood like in other countries when they marry away their daughters. That's what's always been like a tragedy to me. I've always thought like that's not like I've always loved this idea of love and this idea of family and this idea of building a family, and that's kind of what's great about America is we can build families and this idea of family. And like I think this idea of like just marrying away your daughter to this prince or whatever the fuck it is, with this guy who comes along you pick for your daughter, that's so weird to me. Like I would never want to pick a guy for my daughter. I feel like my daughter would never like the guy I pick. I'm a freak.
But then they also have that weird thing about like, I mean, you know, like in other cultures where they have like arranged marriages are always like they grow to love each other or whatever. I don't know, that's what people say usually.
Yes, but
and
it's like a Stockholm syndrome thing.
Yeah, that's where I'm like,
it's like if you grew up in North Korea. If you grew up in North Korea, you would think North Korea is a good country.
Yes.
You would never ever, and when people come along and they ask you, do you like North Korea? You would be honest when you say, yeah. North Korea's good, because you literally can't imagine anything else. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I think when I hear that.
You're right. I don't know. Right now I'm like, yeah, make it an arranged marriage. Fuck it.
I mean, can somebody just give me a wife at some point? That's like I told you, I go with the flow of life. Like my wife's not going to come this way. I need to. I think this is the problem with the male loneliness epidemic is everybody's an idiot like me, and they just think like they think their wife or their girlfriend.
They'll show up somehow.
I just really think like we don't know how to ask a girl on a date. I really think it's as simple as that.
Nobody does.
Everybody acts like it's this big complicated thing. No. It's that you don't know how to ask a girl on a date.
Yeah, it really is.
And I'm one of these people.
I'm one of those people too. I think the only reason I'm dating right now is because they asked me, and I really don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
Other than I'm out on social media enough where people saw me, and this particular girl was like, I also like chicken wings. And then I was like, cool, let's go get some.
There you go.
And that was asking, that literally what it
See, and like. I've tried dating apps, but I find dating apps, and I've never want to try them. For the longest time I said, I'm never doing that. And then I did them, and I found that I think if you're a girl, you have more success in these things. Because I sat here, and I would scroll for forever, and I would feel like, I'm just wasting my fucking time. Like, I'm literally sitting here thinking about, oh, this girl could be a girlfriend. This girl could be my girlfriend. I'm spending 40 minutes doing this fucking shit. I could be doing anything else, and then nothing ever comes of it, ever. Like, I don't think I ever got on one. It actually lowered my confidence using these apps.
It does. I'm not going to lie. I used those when they first came out. I know that sounds, well, again, I'm like an ancient person, but like I remember when Tinder first started like becoming popular.
Yeah.
It has never yielded any results other than losing time.
I don't get it.
Wasting time.
I really think like if I could do an experiment, just make a girl account that's fake.
Oh, you would get dates like within like a minute.
Yeah.
Like if you kept swiping right, you would match with every single person.
It's crazy.
As a girl.
Because I think like those apps are really built for girls, and when guys use those apps, it's like it's actually just terrible for you.
It is horrible.
Unless you're a particularly attractive male. I should caveat it with that.
And even
I don't think I'm ugly, but I think like if you were a guy tall, handsome,
I think
muscular,
even then sometimes you're not that successful.
Probably.
Because
you know,
girls are intimidated too by that.
Yeah.
They would be like, oh, he's not going to pick me. And
he's
then
too good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be like literally you have to be the most average person in the universe.
And then also you have to know how to be funny in messages, which I think is not
Oh God, it doesn't
the same thing.
Well.
I think I'm an in-person person.
Me too.
Like, I think if you see me in person, I will have fun. We'll have fun.
I think you're very personable, so like I would agree with that. Like I suck at like any app, like texting back and forth. Even my friends, like growing up, like during college or whatever, my friends were as Latin men that we are. But they would be like, "Let's go dancing," and I suck at dancing. I can sweet talk anyone's ear off and I'll be like, yep, I'm convincing you to come back and hang out with me. But dancing, not at all. I hated that. They would go out and be like, okay, we're gonna go dance some salsa, cumbia, whatever, and then 2 hours later I was just like, I'm gonna be at the bar the 2 hours. Like, yeah, I was that one dude that they would walk out with girls. I'd be like, Have a good night. I'm trashed. I suck at dancing, so that would be the
I
only
think
way.
like you have to commit to the bad dancing, and I'm not good at that. But you just
Either-
have to commit to it. You have to like dad dance your way.
A little bit.
You just have to, shimmy. It's just about shimmying. And like someone told me it's in the legs. It's in like it's not in the hips, it's in the legs. Because it's the root of your body. So if you
it's
know
a
how to move the
combination.
legs, the rest comes out. You're Hispanic. You should be able to
you
dance.
would think so. Yeah, you would think so.
Because I actually like that's my problem. I have all these Hispanic coworkers. I watch them dance. I'm like, oh yeah, I got none of that.
Like we have the natural rhythm a little bit. I'm not gonna lie that
like that
I
salsa.
don't.
It's that salsa rhythm.
And anywhere, and it just, but it doesn't help when the person you're dancing with is 10 times better than you.
right.
Because also it's more than likely another Latina woman that you're just like trying to impress by dancing, but you're not even that great at it.
I can do like a couple basic moves.
yeah.
Robot. I can do sprinkler. Sprinkler. One I always, me and my friend made this up growing up. A mowing cart or mowing lawnmower.
Lawnmower.
So you do boom, 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 pull, push. So like if I were to get up and show you, it's like it's like the music's on, boom, boom, boom.
Actually starting it and then actually getting it going.
Yeah. Feel me? Feel that? I like that one. I had a
Definitely.
friend, my girlfriend's sister, who she would always say like, her thing was like a shopping cart. Songs would be on.
Yeah.
Her thing would like she would pretend she's in a shopping cart.
Yeah.
That'd be the whole move. Pick things off the shelves. So that's a fun one. I like the idea of doing act outs as dance moves.
I think that's a definitely thing you see at weddings.
Because that's where the sprinkler started.
Right.
It's just an act out.
Yeah, of what a sprinkler does.
Yeah. So like think about this
What would be
basketball.
the most I was gonna say like the most random
Basketball's fun.
not inanimate object that you would make into a dance?
Ping pong.
Ping pong.
Ping pong. Check that out. And just imagine music as I do this.
Of
'Cause You
course.
could do this to any tempo. Like
Absolutely.
spike. You know what I'm saying? What
The
else we
fan
got?
you're just spinning around.
Oh, fans hard. Because I would think like you'd want to. That's almost like interpretive dancing at
Right.
that point. Like you'd have to do something with your hands, unless you want to spin your whole body.
Either you're spinning your whole body, or are you like a desktop fan?
I'd want to be a desktop fan.
You're oscillating.
Oscillate like this.
Yes.
There you go. Just whip it around while you go back and forth, and then maybe
It
adjust
depend-
it.
yes.
Go up.
Based on the type of fan you are.
I like it. Just any inanimate object. Stapler,
a stapler.
or paperclip. Paperclip would be. I don't know if you could pull off
How would
paperclip. Actually,
be?
that would be impossible. I
I
think
don't even know. What
that
would
one.
you-
If anybody
doesn't
is
move.
brave enough to do the paperclip,
I want to see.
I want to
what
see.
a paperclip would be like.
I
other
actually
than
think this is a new genesis we could start here
just
today.
Like actually
the
like
new like
bend out your hand because
Well-
it's a bent paperclip.
I think you'd have to start with the shape. So you'd have to get curled
Somewhere
in,
like
and then you'd have to maybe bend it out and clip to something. Like if you could get clipped to something,
or yeah,
but you'd have to do it musically.
like to somebody.
to
Clip.
someone. That's it. And the person could be the paper.
Yes.
So you have someone stand there as paper,
And then you have to
you
be
get
the
yourself
paper
clipped.
Interesting.
Yep. And then maybe get a couple pieces of paper clip together. So a couple
You
people.
need, like 2 people.
And you are the clip. Yeah, you balance on top or something. See, I think what I'm saying is this could be like a whole new category of dance that we could start
Absolutely.
here today.
Yes.
Inanimate object dancing.
It's-
Because I think people have started this,
Yeah,
but no
they-
one's like made it a thing.
They had the beginnings, but
Like there's been moves along the way.
Yeah, like the shopping cart's popular, the sprinkler's popular, lawnmower, but now we need
Lawnmower's not popular.
Yeah.
People do that?
Yes, they do.
I thought that was me. All right. Well, do
been-
people start the mower though?
No, you're
Thank you.
You're on to something. You added steps to it.
Because to me, that's the move. You start the mower. Oh, it started. Then you go.
I feel like it's a combination.
Yeah.
To
And
make it a
also,
full
maybe it's not
step.
starting. So,
Yeah, maybe
Hit
there
it.
there you go.
like, start it,
Hit it.
start it.
It should also choke somewhere in between. Like just be like
Yeah. Choke someone. Oh, you know what? That's fun. Like the knife. That could be a dance move. The shiv.
just like
The shiv has to be from the side.
yeah.
Yeah. It's always like that in prison movies.
Mhm.
You never stab someone with a shiv in
Yeah,
the
no.
neck.
Well, if you're cruel.
That's messed up, dude. That I think if you're cruel like that in prison, people are not nice to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then bad things happen.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do bad things happen in prison?
I'm sure they do. I don't know.
You don't sound like a guy who's been to prison.
I have never.
I thought maybe you'd have inside knowledge.
God, no.
Dang.
My sister is a cop, but I don't know.
Oh, she might know.
She might know. But she doesn't share a lot. Actually, she shares a lot. I can't share. But
My mom's a nurse, and I've heard some stories.
yeah, like
And I'm pretty sure she can't tell me those stories,
a
right?
lot of this stuff. I mean, there was one that was like there. She did mention she's like it was like walking into a Dexter episode, and I was like, cool. Don't tell me more. Do not need to know more
No, just
than
like
that.
dead body story.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, yeah, and if you're a cop, you probably just see that all the time
Yeah.
eventually. So that is a normal story. You know, shout out your mom.
Mm-hmm.
You said your mom, yeah?
Yeah.
Both of our moms. Shout out both
Well,
of our
my
moms.
sister.
Your sister, okay.
Yeah, she is a mom though.
Shout out your sister who is a mom.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
No, my mom's a teacher. She's just sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, she was she. That's the reason why we moved to Illinois. She became a bilingual first grade teacher.
Also walking into rooms full of bodies.
Yes.
Yeah. Just different ones.
Yes.
Alive.
Alive ones. She has to keep them that way too.
Yeah. She's all up to her. Yeah. You said young kids too? Like
Yeah,
little kids?
first grade, like 6 years.
grade.
Like 6 years, 6, 7 years old.
I don't know if that was a teacher. I don't think I'd want to do. I think I would do high school.
You know, high school is horrible.
It's not that the middle school.
Middle school is the sweet spot, and I'm an art educator, so I do that for the summer, for summer camp for arts.
Nice.
And I found the sweet spot of like kids that listen to you but actually are excited about art is middle schoolers. High schoolers are trying to be too cool.
Yep.
And they don't want to talk to you or even do any of the activities, but they are there because they want it to be. And then anywhere between 6 and like 12, they're still too annoying to me, and I can't deal with it.
Because they're just obnoxious.
They have a smaller attention span. So if
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach them something that's like an hour and then they're over it,
Yeah.
and I have 3 hours with them, so it's annoying.
And it's like you're kind of policing kids at that
Yeah.
point. It's almost like advanced babysitting.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 3 hours, but it's you have to be quick and like pacing from like one activity to the next so they don't get bored.
Yeah.
And if you get the right rhythm, it's good, but otherwise it's annoying as heck.
You said art teacher?
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of art then?
Right now, this year, I'm going to be teaching improv and stand-up, actually, for kids. And before, I would do acrylic and watercolor.
Totally the same thing.
Yes.
So you haven't done it yet?
No, my week starts in 2 weeks, I think.
So what's the course you have planned for these kids? How do you teach
Haven't
kids?
even thought about it
Are you
yet.
kidding me? I feel like you'd have to think about that.
I know I do. I'm probably going to wing it. Not going to lie.
You're going to do improv on the improv class.
Yep. It's
Go figure.
Well, we're going to do probably like a lot of short form games like that are going to go from one activity to the next.
But how do you do stand-up, though? How do you teach them stand-up?
I didn't really teach them stand-up. It's just more like public speaking, I guess.
Oh, okay.
If you want to think of it that way. What I do is I usually have them do like, I'll give them dad jokes. Like that, just very simple dad jokes. And I'll be like, I need you to illustrate this. So they'll draw it. And then they'll be like, this is my drawing of, I don't know, I don't know. I can't even think of a dad joke right now.
Why were the pants blue?
Why were their pants blue?
Because of their jeans.
Okay, so they would paint or draw a pair of jeans kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just for the reference. And then I would have them go up to a mic and be like, all right, you're going to tell your joke. And then I had one little girl that she was like really into hosting. She wanted to be the host. And I was like, she loved presenting the next person. So I made her the little host, and I made a whole stand-up show for like little one-liners of like kids who didn't want to talk. It's really fun.
And they all get it.
Yeah, they all understand it, and it's like it's a nice little sweet like thing that they do. But the middle schoolers were the ones that I had the most fun with because they started to understand joke writing a little bit better, especially like one-liner jokes. They were pretty good at. Plus, they're very judgmental kids at middle school.
I'm trying to think of like because do they come up with pretty good one-liners? Because I feel like you. I wonder if it's 50-50.
It would be like 50-50 to be honest. But I was just more like just laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's them, and it's more about teaching them like public speaking and trying to get away from their shyness too much and stuff like that.
What did the bike say to the motorcycle?
What did the bike say to the motorcycle?
Wheelie.
It sure did.
Thank you. I was this whole time, like in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I gotta have another one. I gotta have another
I was like,
one.
I can't think of one right now. Like,
I love dad
I
jokes.
had one about an ice cream, and that's what I keep trying to remember. I'm like, I know I wrote a dad joke about ice cream, and now I can't remember what it was. Man.
And it's a good
It'll bug
one.
me.
Do you remember like what the word was?
No,
Like,
I did a whole illustration of it too. Like I was gonna make stickers with it. That's how good it was to me. Now I can't remember it. It's gonna take me a long time. Oh well.
does it have to do a cone?
No.
Scoop.
It had to do with church.
Church.
Yes.
An ice cream?
Yes.
What the hell?
Trust me, it was a good one somewhere.
Obscure ass joke.
I know. So I remember drawing the cones as like little towers in a church.
I'm never gonna be able to help you with that.
That's
It's
what
on
I'm
you,
saying.
buddy. I was gonna
it's
try.
just not coming to me right now. I'm like, I thought it was good enough to make a sticker out of it.
Ice cream.
Ice cream
Church.
and cones in church.
Cross.
And they had little crosses at the tip too. I know.
So is a cross part of the joke?
No,
And there's nothing like related to like religious iconography or
I
anything.
don't think so. See, you're just gonna
Damn.
have to live with the not knowing.
That hurts. It
And
hurts. Well, maybe the jokes in all of our heads is better than whatever the joke is.
It probably
Whatever
that is the
jokes
joke.
we're all
actually.
thinking. The joke's on us
The joke's all on
for even
us.
trying to think
Yep.
about it.
Mhm.
I mean, like, I just love a good dad joke.
I'll come back and comment it when I remember.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, because I mean, like, I feel like, again, like I think my brain just works on those jokes, like
But
dad jokes, and
You're like you basically are an improviser with your music and stuff.
Yes.
So I mean, you probably come with those word relations really quick too.
I think that when you write music, you're improvising, but you just get to scheme it out. Like, I think like it's a freestyle that you get to scheme out. So like I really think I'm not even that good at freestyling.
I think your
I
word
just think
association is there though. Like
What's that?
your word association with like different things.
Exactly.
Like you were able to put words together.
I don't give myself enough credit, but it's only
Quickly.
because I hold myself to this high standard. Like, I think that I'm a great rapper, but as a freestyler, I'm okay. Like, I can connect words. Like, I could perfect church. Like, you said church, and now I said more words, and then get forward, and then hopefully you don't get bored, turd, because I'm going to flush you down the toilet. I said, I'll take that water out, put it in a pot, and boil it. And then I'll smell that, and then I'll pour some ranch in and spoil it and feed it to the dog because, I don't know, I just felt I'd make some porridge. I'm eating oranges and like stuff like this. But
Yeah.
I think that's shitty. I think that was bad. Someone else would then go, no, that was amazing. I
Like,
can't even
it's
connect
far
words.
better than I would have done.
Exactly. So I think when you freestyle, it's like when you're writing it out, you get this chance to like actually make it something special. It's kind of like when you have a joke, right? You have the joke at first, but then you get to actually give it a shape and have it find. Originally, you are kind of freestyling
Yeah.
and improving. When you first say it on stage that first time, you really are just kind of feeling it out. And then it starts to actually find a shape. I think it's the same thing with music even.
Right.
I just don't end up changing a lot. I end up freestyling it into what it is a lot of the time. Like, just because I feel like everything's there for a reason. If you put it there, it's there for a reason. But that's just because I'm crazy, and that's like my thing. I know that's a me thing. And that's again why I would be terrible at writing
great
jokes.
talent.
I'd be like, no, I cannot change the joke. You don't understand the joke.
You need
It's
to understand it. You figure it out. It was funny there.
The funny was inside. You didn't look inside
You
hard
just
enough.
didn't look into that. Yep. That would be, yeah.
But yeah, like, just because like take anything, right? Like I think anybody can freestyle. I think you could freestyle. I think what you would have to do is just like improv, where really you're training your brain to
Yeah.
think in terms of association.
Yes.
So like I'm seeing that tennis ball right now, and so what I'm thinking is tennis. So my problem is it's hard to stay on topic. To do a freestyle, it's perfectly on topic. That's the hard thing to do.
So like when you say on topic, you mean like
To stay in that pocket,
like
right?
just
So
within like tennis
Exactly.
related.
So like
In
yo,
general.
when I write, I didn't even pen this. I'm saying it off of my head. Spike it like some tennis. I said, yo, where's all of this flame at? It's right inside of my head. I did it like game match. I mean,
Okay.
dude, I did this. I gave him more. I'm playing with y'all. Let's play a game out all on this court. Yo, I'm the best when I write. They're looking from left to right. I said the heads are going back and forth. I'm the best at the night. I mean, I'm the best at the net. I mean, I step out the jet, and it ain't even a hassle. I'm going to knock y'all out. I'm going to swing with my paddle. So I'm doing it good right now, but it's so hard because in the back of my mind,
You
I
were
have to
trying
keep
to-
thinking,
yeah, like
okay, I can't start just
Something
talking about some
related
random
to
shit.
this. See, that's difficult. I mean, you're doing 2 jobs at once thinking about that.
That's good freestyling. That
Because-
to me is good, but it's really hard to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to just rhyme words. It's
Right.
easy to just find words that rhyme.
If I just find words that rhyme, but if to
Yeah.
actually make it make sense at the same
It's
time,
extremely hard to
and
do that.
staying within the topic, that
Yeah.
would just be too much.
That's why I think like the whole roast battle thing works, because what I've learned is an audience remembers most things. So if you just do pure callbacks for a freestyle, it actually fills in all the blanks for you. You just have to rhyme the words now,
Yeah.
and they appreciate the entire concept.
And they would pay.
They like it because they are in on the joke.
Right.
Like if you sit through anything for 2 hours and you just take notes and then you do a little freestyle and no one saw it coming, they'll be like, oh my God, he did say that thing about the butt, and he did say that
Right.
thing about penguins in Madagascar, and da da
You're
da.
doing
da.
like a little summary to their brain that
Exactly.
they just knew
And
it was
you'd be
there.
surprised how much they
Yeah.
remember. Like that's
They
the other
retain
thing.
it. Yeah, audiences retain
I think
callbacks
audiences,
very well.
it's something I truly believe in. I think audiences are super smart. And I think we've learned to treat audiences like they're dumb, but they're not dumb. They're actually smart. And it's up to you to treat the audiences like they're intelligent. Because I think people, like audiences, have just been learned to kind of not be treated that way, whether it's media or whether it's just entertainment. I think we've all, or scrolling on social media, we've just seen all this stuff that just applies to our most basic more forms of entertainment. It's just basic dopamine,
Yeah.
you know, flashing in your face, crazy things all the time. I think it's, if you play to people's intelligence and you're smart about things, you'd be surprised how much people pick up on the finer details. And it's all about the intentions that you
Yeah.
put forth. But people don't, I don't think people think so smart about things, and they don't want to put all this intention
Right,
into it.
because
and they
then-
think, oh, the audience is dumb anyway. They're not going to get it.
Yeah.
If I put that much thought into it, are they even going to get it? And the truth is
See,
they do get it.
the
Even
thing
if
is
they don't
that-
get it, they feel it. They know.
Yeah, they would feel it. Like sometimes I feel like that those people that are doing it a little bit smarter, like I get better laughs, like in a way. I don't know how to explain it necessarily. but
When
what
you're
you just
smarter or when
mentioned,
you're
like-
not as smart?
No, when you're smarter and you're explaining things to the audience, not as if they were dumb.
Exactly.
Like I have a stupid joke about Fourier law, and how it applies to how many dicks you've touched in your lifetime. And I explained Fourier law to the audience, but I just explained it as if you were another chemist. And then they're just kind of like, yeah, obviously.
That's funny.
And it's so stupid because it's just like, I don't even understand Fourier law entirely, but I just explain it like how I don't try to make it. You know how I guess a regular comic would probably be like, let me dumb it down,
Right.
to get get them at the same level or whatever, right? I'm like, no, I'm gonna put you at the same level of we all know what Fourier law is now.
Yeah.
And that joke always lands because people are like, well, yeah, I'm smart.
That's funny.
I don't know. They feel like they just walk out going like, I totally understood that, or they just pretend. I don't know, but
Well, I think we've done a good 3 hours
I think
here.
so.
I think
That's-
we've done it.
that's the time.
I feel like you always sort of feel when like it's come full circle, and something about that moment right there. I was like, that was Fourier law. That's it. It came full circle right there. I don't know what it was.
I don't know why.
Something about that just was it. So at the very end of the show's obviously for kids.
Yes.
All right, 3 to 5 year olds.
Clearly.
And it's my core audience. So at the very end, we give advice to the children before they step away from the show.
Of course.
All right, they're going to get off the school bus. They're going to take off their earbuds. They're going to enter
Yes.
this crazy thing called reality.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to prove to
us.
them, well, you primarily, to give them a piece of advice, a nugget of knowledge, something
Nugget of
that
knowledge.
yeah, nugget of knowledge to aid them throughout the future, throughout their lives, a piece of information inside of your brain, something you contain. I don't know what it is. It's in there. It's in there. I don't know what it is, but you're going to pull it out and you're going to give it to the kids. And second, the social media is where people can find you, the place they can see your face, what they type in. They spent all this time with you. They might as well spend some more. But how?
Of course.
Do they do it?
Yes. Okay. Well, kids, the more you water your plants, your pepper plants, so jalapenos, habaneros, serranos, the more you water them, the sweeter the pepper will become. You want to stress the shit out of those peppers if you want them to be spicy. That's my bit of knowledge.
No one's ever said that before. Just so you know, completely original piece of advice.
Yes.
Thank you.
A little farming knowledge.
Yeah. All right. So for the impending apocalypse,
Yes.
you're going to need that. All
Yeah,
right?
if you want salsa in the apocalypse, stress your peppers.
Dress them real good. And the social media.
And the social media. So you can find me anywhere in social media, all platforms as Jose Alfredo. That's Alfredo, like the sauce. And then Cafeinado, which is caffeinated in Spanish, all one word.
Cafeinado.
So it's Jose Alfredo Cafeinado. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, my own website. Just add .com to that, and that's it.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Amazing things here
Thank
today
you.
on episode, what did I tell you, folks? 300. 300 of the one, the only.
Just gonna hold this for 300 seconds.
Ruse Radio. Clocking out.
Double down, competition couldn't help him to rock. Missed the whole time, holy fell through the flock. That's an ordinary miracle, wealth to the block. It's a balance in the character that's calm and collect. It's apparent his caricature is lost in the mess. It's hysterical